And we are back here at Packard Field. We apologize for the technical difficulties, but we are back in the action. Dunkirk, their starting pitcher is Nick Zatorsky, and in the order, Nate Johnson struck out on 3 pitches, and Aiden Kennedy just got a base hit. Now up to bat is the third baseman, Dustin Hendricks, for Southwestern. Here's the pitch by Zatorsky, and they were trying to do a pitch out, but Kennedy gets back on the first. Zatorsky gets the pitch he wants. Keeping that eye on Kennedy as he throws the pitch. Here's a swing, and that rolls down to the pitcher's side. And he's just going to settle for the force out at first.
No, it's going to be a foul ball. It's off his leg. Hit him in the box. Foul ball is what they're calling. They're going to send him back.
And he's kind of gibbing a little bit, but he looks like he's going to be okay. Sometimes those hard fastballs to the leg don't tickle.
That's why you see so many people wearing those guards these days, right? They're wearing it on both their arms as well as their legs. The arm is to stop that pitch because a lot of them are getting hit, especially when they try to crowd the plate as much as players do today. And that foul ball is what they're protecting themselves from getting that foul ball off their shin.
Yeah, if the pitch is fast enough, it can break a bone. Here's the pitch by Zatorsky. No, it's going to be a pickoff attempt, and Kennedy gets back to first. Zatorsky checks Kennedy at first, gets the sign that he wants.
Here you go, Dawes. Here you go, 1-7.
And here's the pitch. And that's high and off the mark. So the count's now even at 2-2. 2 balls and 2 strikes with 1 out here in the bottom of the first. Zatorsky looking to get out number 2, or even better, a double play. Here comes the pitch, and that's going to be fouled way back. Hopefully that doesn't hit someone's car. There's always a disclaimer that all owners of vehicles assume risk for the baseball damage in their vehicle.
And we got a lot of cars here, people, and then there's also houses right behind us, too.
Hopefully some people brought their mitts. Once again, the count is 2-2. Zatorsky's next pitch, and fouled off again, almost at the same spot.
Hendricks battling nicely right here. He really is.
Yeah, making Zatorsky try to earn the out should he get it. Count still 2-2 after that foul ball by Hendricks. And on deck next is Calvin Ricker, the first baseman.
Hendricks hitting .467 on the season with a .529 on-base percentage.
These are some very high numbers we're hearing right now as the next pitch comes. And that's a screamer down the right field side, goes through the gap, base hit. Kennedy heading for third, and here comes Hendricks trying to go for a double, and Kennedy's getting waved home, and he's going to score, and Southwestern draws first blood on the RBI double by Hendricks. 1-0 Southwestern, man on second, 1 out, bottom of the first.
What a great piece of hitting there by Hendricks. Every time went down after that ball, protected nicely, great spot, put it in the gap, and now gives his team a lead out there, especially with the way Kennedy comes out the first inning.
Now first baseman Calvin Ricker getting set up to bat. He wants to try and get that next run in. He does have a runner in scoring position in Hendricks. He gets checked on at second by Zatorsky. Here's the pitch, and it's called strike.
Calvin Ricker hitting .462 on the season with a .563 on-base percentage.
Zatorsky checks the runner at second. And here comes the next pitch. And low and away, 1-1 the count. Score 1-0 in favor of Southwestern. Runner on second, bottom of the first, 1 out. Zatorsky checks on the runner at second. Here's the pitch. And that's wide of the mark, 2-1. Zatorsky checking on Hendricks at second. Here's the next pitch. Swing and a miss, and that makes the count 2-2. Zatorsky looking to get the second out and shift momentum his way a little bit. Checks on the runner at second. Here comes the pitch. And he went around the plate. That is strike three. Second strikeout of the game for Zatorsky. And up next to bat is the second baseman, Spencer Kane. Zatorsky checks on Hendricks at second. Here's the pitch. Swing, and that's a grounder down to the short. Mishandled the ball, picks it up, and going to first base, that's going to be Spencer Kane. And it looks like that's going to be an E6 on that play. So now runners on the corners, first and third, with 2 outs here, and up next to bat is center fielder Aiden Melquist.
Let's see if Southwestern runs here, tries to run and try to get runners in scoring position. It's second and third right here.
Here's the next pitch by Zatorsky. Swing, and that's a pop-up straight up, and it looks like it's going to go out of play. Goes into the leaves in one of the trees, and 0-1 the count. Runners at the corners, 2 outs. Zatorsky looking to get out of this first inning jam. So far, so good for him. 0-1 count. He is ahead on it, and here comes his next pitch. And that's low and in the dirt.
Coach Brown said that ball's in the dirt. He was looking to see for his runner to go on there to kind of take the jump right there, make something happen, especially with 2 outs with the runner on third.
Messina did a good job blocking the ball to avoid possibly Hendricks taking off for home. But here comes the next pitch by Zatorsky. Swing and a miss, and now make it 2 strikes right here. Zatorsky looking to get out of this first inning jam. He's 1 strike away from doing it.
Aiden Melquist right now, .313 on base percentage for the year.
And Zatorsky strikes out Melquist, and we're about to start the second inning here soon with Southwestern up 1-0. You are watching this matchup between Dunkirk and Southwestern on WNY Athletics.
At Cairo First Wellness, your health and well-being is our passion. Let us take care of you and your family like one of our own.
Cairo First Wellness Center is dedicated to providing patients long-term relief and teaching them how to continue taking care of themselves. With a blend of different techniques, services, and personalized treatment plans, we'll help you find wellness in a way that's right for you. Between chiropractic care, spinal decompression, nutritional counseling, massage therapy, custom orthotics, and more, your relief is in our hands. If twisting, popping, and cracking intimidate you, our Pro Adjuster restores the same range of motion as a physical adjustment would with gentle, repeated tapping.
Dr. Mo at Cairo First has been taking care of my back needs for the past 4 years. His staff treats you like family. I've had the traction, I've had the massage done, and every time leave here feeling fresh and brand new.
Cairo First Wellness Center. Your health and well-being. Our passion.
Are you in pain from a no-fault car accident? Don't wait. Call RES Physical Medicine and Rehab today and take advantage of our 24 to 48-hour appointment pledge. One of our medical professionals will see you within 48 hours. RES offers DXD imaging for a more accurate diagnosis in less time. This allows our doctors to coordinate the most effective treatment plan to get you on your way to recovery faster. Feel better with RES Physical Medicine and Rehab. Click or call today to learn more.
And we're about to start the second inning here at Packard Field with Southwestern up 1-0 over the Dunkirk Marauders. And up next to bat for Dunkirk is Zatorsky, who just struck out 3 batters in the bottom of the first. And Kennedy off to a good start himself. Got a base hit and a run in the bottom of the first inning, and he's back out on the mound once again. So far, he's got 2 strikeouts. Here comes the next pitch of Zatorsky, and that's a strike. So that'll even up the count at 1. One pitch. Here comes the next one by Kennedy. So that's going to make the count 2-1. That pitch was low. Here comes Kennedy's next windup, and it's a bunt down the third base line, but goes way foul.
Nice idea. Third baseman playing back, right? Trying to make something happen right there. Zatorsky right now on the season is...
Here comes the next pitch by Kennedy, and that's a shallow one, and it's going to be caught by the first baseman, Calvin Ricker, for the first out. So it's going to be a pop out on that, and the next batter to come up will be the right fielder, Donovan Lockett.
We're going to say Zatorsky was hitting actually on base percentage, had a .321 on base percentage on the season, so he knew how to get on base, was trying to make something happen right there.
So 1 out here in the top of the second. Kennedy preparing to wind up his next pitch. And that's right down Broadway, strike 1.
Kennedy doing a great job of sitting right there in the zone, making something happen.
0-1 count. Here comes the next one. Right, almost at the same spot as the last pitch, and now he's ahead 0-2.
Lockett hitting .353 on the season with a .455 on base percentage.
And that pitch was way high, so it makes the count 1-2.
Sorry, we need to have an umbrella here to keep shade, and I'm trying to do 8 things at once.
And Kennedy gets his 3rd strikeout of the game. Lockett swings on a pitch that was low. So up next to bat will be first baseman Javi De Jesus.
Javier De Jesus right now hitting .385 on the season with a .448 on base percentage.
That pitch was wide on the right side, so 1-0 the count. That one was a little too high, count 2-0.
So everybody can see is we're actually right on the side of the dugout, almost onto the field is where we are. I'm trying to keep shade so our equipment doesn't get hot.
And here's a ball swung to the left field side, and that's a fair ball. And De Jesus going for a double, and he will get in there. So the first hit of the game by the Marauders. And up next to bat's going to be Tanner Schrantz.
So what we're saying is I'm actually holding an umbrella, trying to run the computer, trying to run the board, and not hit poor.
Now we got Jeremy doing a little Mary Poppins thing. At least he's not flying with that umbrella. Well, Kennedy getting ready for his next pitch. Gets a sign he wants, checks the runner at second. And here's the pitch. Swung and going down to short, fielded by, hits off Johnson's leg. And the runners are going to be at the corners, and Dunkirk with an opportunity to try and tie this game. Runners at the corners and 2 outs.
Tough play, right? He was going to have to come up throwing on that, really make a good play right there, and unfortunately just takes a bad jump right over his glove right there to get get him safe at first. But I'll tell you, Schrantz doing a great job as he's actually has an on-base percentage over .300 himself, .333, so finds another way to get on.
And now batting is the third baseman, Bryson Travis, as he swings and misses for strike 1. Dunkirk right now with a golden opportunity to tie the game.
Bryson Travis having a good season so far, hitting .429 with an on-base percentage of .556.
Here comes the next pitch by Kennedy. Swung and a miss, and that's a wild pitch. Runner going home to try and tie the game, and he does. Schrantz going for third, and he's going to get there easily. Dunkirk ties the game on the wild pitch, 1-1 with 2 outs here in the top of the second. What a turn of events right now for the Marauders.
I don't even know if I'd call it a wild pitch. That hit the catcher's glove right
So
there.
a pass ball?
That'd be more of a pass ball, I would think.
Nice one, Jeremy. So Dunkirk now a chance to take the lead after that pass ball. Here's the next pitch by Kennedy. And that's a strike, so the count now 1-2. Kennedy looking to get himself out of this jam here. Run around third, 2 outs. He's 1 strike away from forcing the bottom of the second. So 1-2 the count. There was a little confusion there, but it's been rectified. Kennedy looking to get out of this half inning. And the ball fouled away. Hopefully it doesn't hit anyone's car. Once again, 1-2 the count. Score tied at 1 apiece. One-two pitch by Kennedy, and that's a grounder down to the first base. And tagging the base is Calvin Ricker, and that will end the top of the second inning with the score tied at 1 apiece. You're watching this matchup between Southwestern and Dunkirk right here.
All right, guys, sorry, we're having some difficulty. We're really trying to pull this one off. We got the camera back up and running. Unfortunately, it was just jostled right there for a minute. So we are good. We're back up and running again. As we go to the bottom of the second right here.
Take the umbrella. It's your turn. That way I don't jostle the camera again.
Well, we knew this was going to be a great one. It's already started out as we got a 1-1 game right here. They played a fantastic game the first time around, and it's coming out to be the same exact thing right now.
Yeah, and next person getting ready to bat for Southwestern is Jason Neal, the right fielder. In spite of giving up a run in the first inning, Zatorski did strike out 3 batters. Score tied 1-1 here as we reach the bottom of the second. And here comes the next pitch by Zatorski. And that's low, ball 1. Here's the next pitch by Zatorski. And that's swung down to short. And it goes underneath the glove. That's going to be a base hit there by Jason Neal. Up next, the bat's going to be Max Marshall, the left fielder.
This is what you want on any team, right? Your bottom in the lineup to get on base is what you need them to do. To get round to the top of the order, you got some hot guys this season at the top of the order trying to turn it around and get to them with runners on base.
And here comes the first pitch to Marshall, and that's going to be ball 1, 1-0 the count. Zatorski checks the runner at first. Here comes the pitch. And that's way high, 2-0 the count. Neal taking a small lead at first. Zatorski checks him. He throws the next pitch. Swing and a miss, makes the count 2-1.
Zatorsky on the season so far with 13.2 innings pitched coming into this game with a 1-0 record, and he's got a 0 ERA right now.
Next pitch by Zatorsky, and that's fouled back into the trees, evens the count at 2-2.
So that first run they gave up in the first inning was his first run he's given up all season so far.
That's actually really good. 2-2 the count here. Zatorsky checking on Neal at first. Here's the next pitch to Marshall. And that's going to be a pop-up down to the left side, and that's going to go out of play. So Marshall extending the at-bat. Zatorsky looking to get a strikeout or even better, a double play. Two-two pitch. And another foul ball. And that one probably got stuck into the trees.
I'll tell you, if we were doing a night game here, it'd be perfect. Not a night game, but this is an evening game. Because I'll tell you, this thing right here behind us would be blocking right now the sun, and we'd get some shade right here.
Yeah.
We're trying to make shade any which way we can.
Something's better than nothing as Zatorsky takes a look at Neal on first. He's got a small lead on it, but not a huge one to where he's going to try and steal. Here's the pitch by Zatorsky, and that's high, and it's a full count now, 3-2. Full count here, runner on first, none out. Zatorsky looking to get an out here on this pitch, and it's a grounder down to short. 6, 4, no! Drop the ball. So both runners are going to be safe. 2 on, none out, and Matt Panis is up to bat next. He plays catcher. It looked like that was going to be executed very well by Dunkirk, but the shortstop just couldn't hold on to the ball.
Well, the second baseman was the shortstop made the play, got it over to second base.
Was dropped. Yes.
No, second baseman dropped it. The throw is good. So it's an E4.
So it's going to be a little conference here to try and get everything settled down, but right now Southwestern's got a shot to reclaim the lead here.
And again, I think Coach is talking to his infield more than he is his pitcher on this one, right? Just
I
settle
agree.
down a little bit, right, guys? Hey, listen, we're in the second inning. Long game. Lots of time still left in this game. Calm down, right? Start over again. Let's get settled, and let's make sure that we make our plays. And you could see he's addressing the entire infield. See that? You could just see how he's talking to different people?
Yeah.
Right? You can see he's talking to the whole infield is what he is here, right? All right, guys, let's settle in. Let's get this done, okay? Coach Chicota's been doing this for years, right? A coach very well known here in Western New York, and now sometimes you got to not only settle your pitcher down, but you got to settle your team down, and that's in essence what he's doing is just trying to settle the team down somewhat.
Runners on first and second here, none out. Panis up the bat for the first time. Zatorsky checks on Neal at second. Here comes the pitch, and it's going to be a pickoff attempt, and Neal is out. So a much-needed first out there for Southwestern. The pitch out right there, and runner got nailed at second on the pickoff. So 1 on, 1 out. Panis' bat will continue.
That is a great heads-up play there by Messina, what he did was, because when the bunt goes down, your runners are trying to take off on contact. He tries to get a jump. Messina sees he takes a little too much of a jump, throws it down there. Great job there by Messina.
So 1 on, 1 out, and I believe that first pitch was a ball, so here comes the next one. Swing and a miss, and it will even the count at 1-1.
That's where you help and pick up your team, right? That's what one of your top players do on this team, picks up the entire team right there.
Here's Zatorsky's next pitch, and that's going to be a high popper, not very deep to the right side of the field, and it's going to be out of, couldn't quite get there. That was a Lockett that was trying to go for that ball, but couldn't quite get it, so 1-2 now the count. I believe even if Lockett would have caught that, he would have ran into that fence. It's going to be a 1-2 pitch. Runner on first, one out. Checks Marshall at second. Here comes the pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 3. That's the 4th strikeout of the game for Zatorski. And we're back up to the order of the top of the lineup. It's going to be Nate Johnson, who struck out in his last at-bat on 3 pitches. Runner on first, 2 outs. Zatorski gets the pitch he wants. Checks Marshall at first. Here comes the pitch. And a screamer down the center field. And it's going to be caught for the 3rd out. And we are going to start the bottom of the 2nd soon. Score remains tied at 1 apiece.
When it's time to sell your home, start with a visit to howardhanna.com, ranked the #1 real estate site for sellers. A few clicks will show you the sales price you can expect for your home. We can get you the most money in the quickest amount of time because we know where the local buyers are and how to reach them. So if it's time to sell your home, visit howardhanna.com today, and we'll match you with a local Howard Hanna agent to sell your home fast.
I love being home.
And we're about to start the top of the 3rd here at Packard Field. Score tied at 1 each. And it's going to be Scott Korzensky starting up at batting for the top of the 3rd. And foul that goes way out of here. It's going to be 0-1 the count. Korzensky, who plays second base for Dunkirk. Kennedy gets the pitch he wants, and here it comes. And that's going to be low and a little inside, 1-1 the count. Kennedy gets his sign. Here comes the next pitch. Swung down the 3rd base line, base hit. And Korzensky will get the first safely, and we were going to go back to the top of the order. Alex Alstrom coming back up to bat for Dunkirk. So runner on first, none out to start the top of the 3rd for Dunkirk. Score tied at 1 apiece.
Ulster popped up to short his last time at bat.
Kennedy checking on Korzensky at first. Here's the next pitch. And that's low and wide, ball 1. Kennedy keeping an eye on Korzensky, who's got a small lead at first. Here's the next pitch. And right down the middle, strike 1. Evens the count at 1-1. Kennedy gets the pitch he wants, checks the runner at first. And here's the pitch. And that's low. So now it counts 2-1. Kennedy preparing for his next pitch, trying to pick off Korzensky, but he gets back to first safely. We heard a little inside reference. The first baseman doesn't have the ball, so that's a reference to a hidden ball trick. Well, here comes the next pitch, and that is to center field. And that's going to be fielded easily by Melquist. Korzensky does get back to first. And up next to bat once again is going to be Mike Norton, the left fielder.
Nice pop. Looks like he got a little bit on the inside of that bat. Didn't get the meat of the bat like he wanted on that one. But a nice shot right there. Nice grab by the center fielder.
So Korzensky's still on first, 1 out. Score still tied at 1 as Norton gets prepared for his next at bat. Kennedy checking on Korzensky at first. And here comes his next pitch. And that's a swing down the right field. And it's going to be foul. So 0-1 the count.
Coach telling him let the ball travel a little bit more, means get a little bit deeper. What he wants him to do is to actually wait on it a little bit more so that he can actually put this in play. There's a shift going on right here. Look at this. They're shifting him.
If he was able to, he could always try and aim it to the left side, and that could get Korzensky to at least second or maybe third, pending the speed.
Yeah, aiming it down there is very easier said than done.
Right.
What you see it done a lot more in the major leagues, but obviously, is Southwestern has seen Norton hit, obviously, and they've got the shift on as the second baseman's out in the outfield, and you've got, it looks like they've shifted.
They've shifted a bit to the right. There's a lot of unique different shifts that are used in baseball, whether it's high school, college, or even pro.
Actually, that's Hendricks, the third baseman, they shifted out over there. They took him from third out into the grass out there.
Wow. Here's the pitch by Kennedy, and that's a foul ball.
So a little different of a shift. Normally you see these shift positions in the infield. He leaves his middle infield intact, takes his third baseman and puts him out in the outfield grass.
Another thing that could be smart, too, by the shift, if he can get in the fair territory, I've seen batters in high school games, they bunt it down the third base line. There's nobody there. But Kennedy getting ready for his next pitch. And that goes through the catcher's glove, and Korzensky will get the second, no problem. So that's going to be another passed ball there. So Korzensky goes to second base on the passed ball. I believe the count's now 2-2. And
Take
now
the shift off.
I was going to say, yeah, you got Hendricks coming back to third.
Well, you've got to right now. He has to because you've got to have somebody, otherwise it'd be an open base to steal to. But now this opens it up for Norton to be able to hit to his strength.
That's part of the double-edged sword as Kennedy gets ready for the next pitch. And swung down, goes into the grass, a base hit. And Korzensky's going to try to go home, looking to get Dunkirk the lead, and he will be safe. So an RBI single there by Norton, and it makes the score 2-1 in favor of the Marauders. And it's going to be Messina coming back up to bat once again, who had that nice play in the last half inning, nailing the runner down at second.
Now, if you notice that ground ball went right to where Hendricks was playing. That would have been a ground ball right to Hendricks and would have been out at first base if everything had stayed the same. And then how many times do you see somebody make a big defensive play, right? Make a big defensive play, then comes up the next inning. You had Messina make that great throw and out over at second base to really get his team out of that inning, and now gets a chance to come up to the plate.
And the Bowie's also got a runner on first, too. Kennedy checking on Norton. Here comes the pitch. And that's going to be a pop-up. Looks like it's still in play. And no, it's not.
Yeah, it's an interesting field because it actually starts much farther out where we are at the fence and then kind of bends in. So a foul ball that looks like it's along our fence line, the fence will actually bend in a little bit. So that's the reason why some of these look like they may stay in the field of play.
So it's going to be 0-1 the count, top of the third. Dunkirk ahead 2-1. And are in the lead in this game for the first time, might I add. Here comes next pitch. And that's a little high. Counts 2-1. Kennedy waiting for the site he wants. Checks on Norton at first. Every time I'm saying Norton, I'm thinking of the Honeymooners for some reason as the next pitch goes foul. Makes it 2-2.
Hit the tree and it came back in.
Messina wanting to hit that ball to the moon to get Norton home.
See, they got all of that one, too. He was out in front of it, though.
Maybe if he would have waited a split second later, that could have been fair territory.
Mm-hmm. That's what they say is, you got to let the ball travel a little bit more is what they've been saying is. You've heard Coach Zatorsky over here say that a couple times to his players.
Kennedy checking on Norton at first. Norton doesn't have a big lead on it. Here comes the pitch. And that's going to be a foul. Very lucky the catcher didn't catch that. That would have been a foul tip.
But that was the adjustment right there that you see Messina made. He waited on that pitch. Did you see how late the swing was? That was him actually letting the ball travel farther.
Kennedy checking on the runner at first. One out here, top of the third. Next pitch. And that's going to be a pop-up into the shallow infield. Johnson's calling for it, and he's got it. So that makes it 2 outs here in the top of the third. And up next to bat once again, it's going to be the pitcher, Nick Zatorsky.
This is where you say you need to help yourself is what you hear a lot of players say, as he needs to help himself, as he's the pitcher on record right now for Dunkirk. Needs a big hit right here to make something happen.
And there are pitchers who can indeed rake. Zatorsky, I'm sure will try to want to add some run support. Here comes oh no, it's going to be a foul ball. Had he not swung at that, Norton was trying to take off for second on a stolen base attempt. And that's actually been a lost art in baseball in the last 15, 20 years. Stealing bases nowhere near as what it used to be.
I don't disagree with that at all. I mean, you used to talk about a player like Ricky Henderson that was just phenomenal, where his goal was to make sure if he got on first, he was standing on at least second or third.
One of the last guys to do it in this era, probably Juan Pierre.
Yeah, you see it still at this level. You still see a lot of stolen bases at this level.
Well, here comes next pitch to Zatorsky, and he'll foul it off the fence. It's going to be 0-2.
You also see a lot of things at this level that you may not see at the major leagues, like that first and third play. You'll see a lot of coaches still steal on that play and try to make it second and third, or make you make that throw down so I could try to get that runner home from third base. That's still something that happens at this level that you don't see a lot at the upper levels.
Here comes next pitch by Kennedy.
Foul ball right off the back.
Kennedy looking to get out of this half inning here. Dunkirk took the lead earlier 2-1 in this half inning. Zatorsky looking to extend it with at least a base hit. Norton checked on at first once again. Here's the pitch by Kennedy. That's going to be low and a little inside, so that's going to be a ball. Zatorsky making Kennedy work to get out of this inning. This will be 1-2 the count. Norton with a little lead at first. And he's going to try and pick off Norton, but he gets back safely. Kennedy gets the pitch he wants, checks on Norton. Here comes the pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 3. And after 2.5 innings here at Packard Field, Dunkirk takes the lead 2-1 as they will get ready to bat. As Southwestern get ready to bat in the bottom of the 3rd.
Logistics Plus is a global transportation provider headquartered in Erie, PA with locations worldwide including right here in Western New York. Logistics Plus is consistently recognized as a fast-growing transportation and logistics company, great supply chain partner, top freight broker, leading project cargo manager, and a great place to work. With a strong passion for excellence, our 500-plus employees put the plus in logistics. Call our Buffalo office today for an efficient, personal approach for all of your transportation needs. WNYathletics.com is the premier high school sports website in Western New York, providing the best sports coverage of Section 6 and Monsignor Martin leagues. Check out our page for daily game recaps and late-breaking sports news. Our online scoreboards are updated in real time. Never miss a goal or touchdown. Visit WNYathletics.com today or follow us on Twitter, like us on Facebook, and subscribe to our YouTube.
And we're about to get back into the action here at Packard Field. Bottom of the 3rd, Dunkirk up 2-1 as Southwestern's pitcher for today, Aiden Kennedy, gets ready for his next at-bat. He had a single in his first one off Zatorsky, and he also has scored the team's only run of the game. Here comes Zatorsky's next pitch. And that's low and in the dirt. Ball 1. Here comes the next pitch. And low once again. Low and outside, 2-0. Next pitch on the way, and that's a swing, and it's going to the right side of the field. And it's going to be caught out there, and that is caught on the play by Lockett, so it's going to be 1 out. Good contact there by Kennedy, just didn't go deep enough.
Nice job. Lockett runs that down very nicely right there as it goes to the gap, because I'll tell you, he doesn't make that play. There's a chance Kennedy's standing on third base with no outs right there if he doesn't come up with that play.
Kennedy's has the speed to get there in a heartbeat. And up next is Hendricks, who also got on base in his first at-bat. Here comes the pitch to him. And a little low. Ball 1, 1-0.
I thought Hendrick had that great piece of hitting in that first inning, if you remember, right? Battled,
yes,
and put it over in the gap, in the right center gap. Did a great job of hitting that at-bat.
Here comes the next pitch to him, and that's low. Makes it 2-0. In spite of the 2-1 score, this has been a bit more of a pitcher's duel.
Still early, though.
Yes, it is. Well, it's also 7 innings instead of 9.
Yeah, and also remember, though, pitch counts come into play.
Yes, they do.
Right, because you're talking about only 105 pitches each pitcher is going to be allowed. So do we get into the bullpens of either of these teams, which could also extend the game?
I'm thinking it could be a yes the way it's going. It's 3-0 the count right now for Zatorsky pitching to Hendricks.
But nobody's had a really long inning. Yes, there's been some pitches. I understand that. But no one's had that really long inning yet either. So you could see both go far.
Here comes the next pitch. And that's a strike. From our view, it looked a little low, but the umpires have the better view. 3-1 the count.
Still in Hendrick's favor, right? He's sitting. He's looking dead red fastball.
Here's the green. He's probably going to get the green light, but that's going to be fouled off. Let's see if that's still in play. And nice catch right there. And that was once again by Lockett, so 2 outs. And up next to bat once again is going to be Calvin Ricker. So far, a relatively short half inning. Probably this could end up being the shortest one unless there's a base hit right here or a walk or hit by a pitch, whatever gets on base.
But listen, even you got a lefty up, you hit something down the line in the corners in these fields, and you're going to get a chance to actually do something and put yourself in a spot to be in scoring position.
Pitch high and a little outside, 1-0. Here's the next pitch by Zatorsky, and that's low, 2-0. Next pitch by Zatorsky, and that's a swing, and it goes all off the glove of the second baseman. See if he can get the out, and he decides not to try it. So it's going to be Ricker on base, and it will extend the half inning, and up next the bat's going to be Spencer Kane.
You can see both sides of the infield, the middle infield, struggling, and obviously it's got to be some lips and different things that the ball is hitting right there and just having trouble to really field the ball real well today.
Yeah, one of the things that's a good example was that double play attempt. Second baseman had it, but it left his glove at the last moment. Here comes next pitch by Zatorsky. And that's strike one. Runner on first, 2 outs here in the bottom of the third. Checking on the runner at first. Here comes the next pitch. Swing and a miss, and that's going to be an easy steal right there for Calvin Ricker.
He timed that leg kick real well by Zatorsky. As Zatorsky went up, he timed it, got that great jump. Even if that was a clean catch there by Messina, I'm not sure he was going to get him because of that jump that Ricker got on that one.
It's all in the jump. A decent lead at second by him. Here's the next pitch. Swing and a miss in the dirt, but it's still in play. And Messina will get it over to first in time. And after 3 innings, the score is still in Dunkirk's favor, 2-1 as we're about to start the fourth.
I love being home.
There's nothing better than owning the perfect house to come home to. You've earned it, and we'll make it happen. Our local real estate experts and in-house team of financial professionals make buying or selling your home simple. Howard Hanna. Home happens here.
I love being home.
Are you in pain from a no-fault car accident? Don't wait. Call RES Physical Medicine and Rehab today and take advantage of our 24 to 48-hour appointment pledge. One of our medical professionals will see you within 48 hours. RES offers DXD imaging for a more accurate diagnosis in less time. This allows our doctors to coordinate the most effective treatment plan to get you on your way to recovery faster. Feel better with RES Physical Medicine and Rehab. Click or call today to learn more.
And we're about to start the top of the fourth inning here at Packard Field. Dunkirk up 2-1 in favor of them over Southwestern. And we're about to see the next batter at bat for the Marauders. Kenny just finishing up the warm-up pitches. He's still got 2 left.
I think I'm finally getting a little pattern here to be able to hold the umbrella up, be able to do the board and everything else. It's starting to come to play now. So we're trying to do everything we can to bring you guys this broadcast. We really felt it was important to be here, and especially on Memorial Day. What a great day to be able to play baseball, but really what a great day to also honor those of us that have given us the freedom today and the ability to be able to be here at this game, to do the things that we can on such a special day, to be able to honor those people that gave their lives for us.
I'm sure some people are enjoying the nice Memorial Day parade. Right now we're at a baseball game right here. Donovan Lockett getting ready to bat up next once again for Dunkirk, the right fielder, who made a couple of nice catches in the last half inning. First pitch is high, ball one.
And a big catch right there he had against Kennedy, if you remember, is that ball's going to get to the fence, and Kennedy's got wheels, and he would have easily been able to get minimum second, possibly third.
Here's a grounder going to short. Johnson trying to get it over to first, and it's not going to be in time. Lockett's going to be safe at first base, and Dunkirk off to a good start in this half inning here. And up next is Javi DeJesus, the first baseman.
Johnson showing the strength of that arm, right? Because we already know he could come to the mound and deal. Showed that strength of his arms. He tries to go in the hole right there. Does a good job at making the play, but obviously you see the wheels here shown right there for your left fielder Neal, right fielder Neal.
And Lockett taking a little lead off first, and Kennedy tried going for the pickoff straight away.
I apologize. I meant to be able to say Lockett, not Neal on that one.
And DeJesus wanted to bunt on that, but pulled out before he was able to get the ball to the zone. So 1-1 the count. Lockett still at first. The way it's looking, it looks like Lockett wants to try and steal a base. Here comes next pitch, swing and a miss. And right in the nick of time, that was Lockett back on first.
Well, on that first play, obviously they were trying to bunt him over is what they were trying to do. And you can see he's trying to get his jump to be able to look for that bunt. Doesn't happen right there, but obviously he's now trying to make something happen with his wheels. But, Kennedy does a good job, got a good move over to first base.
Yeah, and Kennedy checking on the runner at first, checking on Lockett. Count 1-2. Lockett on first, none out here in the top of the fourth. Dunkirk looking to extend the lead. Kennedy waiting for his next signal from Johnson. He gets what he wants, checks on Lockett at first. Here comes the next pitch. And strike three called, and that's the fourth strikeout of the game for Kennedy. And up next to bat's going to be Tanner Schrantz. So Lockett's still on first, one out. Kennedy gets the pitch he wants to throw it. Here it comes, and Lockett's going to take off, and he's going to get an easy steal at second base. So it had to depend once again on having that great jump. And looks like Johnson wants to talk things over with Kennedy.
Yeah, you wonder if he got crossed up a little bit on that one, right? Because he didn't even make the attempts. You wonder if he got crossed up on the pitch on that one.
And the good thing is, for right now, with that steal, Dunkirk eliminates Southwestern's possibility of getting a double play. Schrantz looking to try to drive home Lockett. Lockett showing he's got the wheels. Kenny's at the pitch he wants, checks Lockett at second. Here comes the pitch, and that's high. Runner on second base, none out. Kennedy checking on Lockett at second. And here comes the next pitch, and that's fouled behind. Kennedy gets another ball and gets ready to throw his next pitch. Counts 1-2. Here comes the next pitch by Schrantz, and the pitch was wide, but a great catch there by Johnson to avoid a possible wild pitch. Lockett's still on second base. So 3-1 the count. Here comes the next pitch. And ball four, Schrantz is going to be walked. So a base on balls there. Runners on first and second, and none out as Bryson Travis will get ready to bat once again for Dunkirk.
Yeah, there's one out. That's what I thought.
2 on, 1 out here for Dunkirk. Travis up to bat once again. Here comes next pitch by Kennedy. He wanted to bunt, but pulls back. And Lockett's going for third. He caught Southwestern napping. He's going to get there safely. And Trotz will trot on the second. So they caught Southwestern napping on that pitch, and they made him pay for it with a double steal off that.
Looked like catcher couldn't find it, right? It just squirted in between his legs just enough so he couldn't see where it was.
And now here, a sac hit that could be deep enough could drive in a run or a base hit.
Kennedy doesn't have to give him perfect pitches right now. He's got first base open.
And the infield shifting forward a little bit.
Well, it looks like first base is everyone else's. First base is going to look like it's trying to go in on a bunt, right? Third base is going to stay back, so the pitcher's going to cover the third base side on a bunt.
And here comes the
That's a
pitch,
foul ball.
and that's a foul ball.
Went right off the knob of the bat.
That's a unique foul ball.
So in this case, what's going to happen is third base has got to stay back to be able to cover third base. So Kennedy, if there's a bunt, will peel off and cover the third base side, while your first baseman's going to charge to come in to cover the bunt, and your second baseman's going to come over here to cover first.
So the count's even now at 1-1. Runners on second and third, 1 out, and that's going to be fouled behind. And they'll make the count 1-2. And the next batter on deck for Dunkirk is going to be Scott Korzensky. Kenny looking to get out number 2 here. Here comes the next pitch. And that's going to be strike 3, and that's strikeout number 5 for Kennedy. And that's a big out number 2 as Korzensky gets ready to bat once again for Dunkirk.
That's a big strikeout there as he helps himself. Now everybody can go back, play their normal spots, and get that ground ball to try to get out of this inning and still be able to go to the first base, right? Any play can go to first base now.
Here comes the first pitch, and that's called strike 1.
His curveball settling nicely. As you see that hook, the last couple pitches he's thrown, really going right into the zone right now.
Kennedy looking for the pitch that he wants. Gets the signal, and he comes set to throw the pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 2.
See the bottom just dropping right out of it. You see that?
It was nasty.
Yeah, he really is. He's got a nice pitch. He's sticking with it right now. I won't be surprised he throws it again for a third time.
If it's not broke, don't try to fix it. 1 strike away from getting out of this half inning. Here it comes. And that's hit to around center field, and it's going to be caught there. And that's caught by Melquist. And after 3.5 innings of play, Southwestern still behind 2-1 as they get prepared to bat once again.
Logistics Plus is a global transportation provider headquartered in Erie, PA with locations worldwide, including right here in Western New York. Logistics Plus is consistently recognized as a fast-growing transportation and logistics company, great supply chain partner, top freight broker, leading project cargo manager, and a great place to work. With a strong passion for excellence, our 500-plus employees put the plus in logistics. Call our Buffalo office today for an efficient, personal approach for all of your transportation needs.
At Cairo First Wellness, your health and well-being is our passion. Let us take care of you and your family like one of our own.
Cairo First Wellness Center is dedicated to providing patients long-term relief and teaching them how to continue taking care of themselves. With a blend of different techniques, services, and personalized treatment plans, we'll help you find wellness in a way that's right for you. Between chiropractic care, spinal decompression, nutritional counseling, massage therapy, custom orthotics, and more, your relief is in our hands. If twisting, popping, and cracking intimidate you, our Pro Adjuster restores the same range of motion as a physical adjustment would with gentle, repeated tapping.
Dr. Mo at Cairo First has been taking care of my back needs for the past 4 years. His staff treats you like family. I've had the traction, I've had the massage done, and every time leave here feeling fresh and brand new.
Cairo First Wellness Center. Your health and well-being.
And we're about to start the bottom of the fourth inning right here at Packard Field as Melquist is back up to bat. And that ball goes right to the pitcher, and he's just going to underhand it to the first base. And that's going to be one out right off the bat. And we got a pinch hitter coming in now in place of Jason Neal. It's going to be number 16, Jamison Walsh. So 1 pitch, 1 out right here. Once again, Walsh pinch hitting for Jace Neal. It looks like the umpire is going to change it up on his card.
Yep, letting the other coach know what's going on, too. Got to make that change with the umpire.
Bottom of the fourth here in a pitcher's duel, 2-1 in favor of Dunkirk. Here's the pitch. And that's a ball. So with 1-0 the count.
Messina wanted that one. Did you see him frame that pitch right there?
Yeah, he tried to frame it, but couldn't quite get it.
He wanted that one.
Here comes the next pitch. Looked like it was a tad high, 2-0 the count.
Two very kite pitches, right? Could have gone either way on those. You see him there frame again. He's wanting to eat both of those pitches.
Here comes the next pitch. And that's a nice hit down to right field, and that's going to go through a base hit. And Walsh trying to go for a double here, and he's going to walk in safely. So a pinch hit double for Jamison Walsh as Max Marshall gets ready to come back to bat once again for the Trojans.
That's huge right there. Big time for the Trojans, as that's a spark that you really want for your team right there. Coming off the bench right there, great shot, goes out to the wall.
And that was one that was a little too far for Lockett to try and catch. And he's been catching those things that have been deep in his end. But here's Zatorski's next pitch. Swing and a miss, strike one.
And now the opposite's got to happen. Zatorski's going to have to pitch out of trouble just like Kennedy did last inning.
Here comes the next pitch by Zatorski. Here's a swing, and goes through the shortstop, a base hit. And Walsh is going to stay at third, and that's a smart move. So now the runners are at the corners, none out here. And it's going to be another pinch hitter here. It's going to be number 22, Kenyon Davidson, in place of Panis.
Segura almost comes up with a great play right there as he almost gets it up as it just gets over his glove, but a big hit right there.
Personally, I feel if he would have been if he was a little bit taller, if he could have jumped a little higher, he would have caught that. But nonetheless, it's going to be Kenyon Davidson batting in place of Panis.
Davidson hasn't played in many games this year, but I'll tell you, in the games that he's played, he's 2 for 3, hitting .667 right now. So a big guy off the bench right now trying to make something happen.
And he's got a chance to tie this game right here.
Deep fly ball can tie this game up right here. That's all he needs. Put the ball into play, make something happen.
As long as it's a deep fly ball or a base hit, he'll be good. Here comes the pitch. And that's low, ball one. Once again, runners at the corners and none out. Zatorski wanting the right signal for the pitch, and he gets what he wants. Checks the runner at first. Here comes the next pitch. Swing and a miss. It's going to even the count at 1. 1-1 count. Runners at the corner. Southwestern with a chance here to tie the game at 2. Zatorski checks on Marshall at first. Here comes the next pitch. Marshall's taking off. Swing and a miss. Marshall going for second, and he's going to be safe. So that eliminates the possibility of a double play. Runners on second and third. And now a chance for Southwestern to take the lead on this at-bat should it be a base hit.
And that play's set up perfectly. That purposely is done, right? You're throwing to a cut-in second baseman to try to get that runner to take off because he thinks the throw's going through.
Very smart maneuver, and here comes a swing, and that looks like it's going to drop in the infield, and it will. And Walsh is going to stay on third. Very smart decision there. It's only 1 out, so Still a chance to tie the game here for Southwestern as Nate Johnson gets ready to go back up the bat. He has struck out and has flown out in his 2 at-bats.
You know, tough to read that, but if he could have read the fact that there was no way he was going to catch that, he could have gotten home on that one. But a tough to read because, God forbid, he does lay out for it and get it. But you can see the angle that we were at, that was going to drop in there.
Runners on second and third. 1 out. Here comes the next pitch by Zatorsky, and it's a called strike. 0-1.
And you're taught, and if you're hit to the right side, you're on third base, you're gone, right? You're taking off on that, especially with a deep play right that. So it's like I said, it was tough to read whether he was going to catch it.
And here's a swing, and that's going to be fouled off, and it's 0-2.
And Nate Johnson just having an incredible season so far this season. It really is. Especially on the mound is where he's really seen it.
I did hear he had an 18 strikeout performance.
He absolutely did. We highlighted that, too, on the Diamond Report, which will probably stay and talk. Let's, at the half inning, let's stay. We're not going to go to a break this half inning. Let's stay. We'll discuss the Diamond Report a little bit.
I do know you were saying before the start of the game that you got a show that's every Thursday.
We do every Thursday at 7:30. We have highlighted both of these teams already on the show. And what it is the first half hour of the show is highlights. It's kind of the best way to explain this. Have you ever seen This Week in Baseball?
Yes.
And they go through all the games? That's what I'm doing, right? I'm going through all the games, but we're recognizing each week we've recognized over 100 baseball players and 100 softball players on the show. And we'll get a chance to go game from game. So we'll talk about Dunkirk. This will be a game, obviously, we're going to talk about because we're here and we've seen it, and we're going to be able to talk about players that actually played in this game and some of the big stats that we've seen. Of course, right now, Kennedy and Zatorsky will be 2 that we absolutely discuss on there. But we also bring in one interview where we interview one softball player and one baseball player to highlight right now in Western New York that we wanted to talk to and highlight.
Okay, after that mound conference, it's 0-2 the count still. Zatorsky looking to get out number 2 in this half inning. Runners on second and third. Here comes the pitch, and that's going to be a pop-up into the shallow infield. Let's see if they can get a catch here, and yes!
Great job by the second baseman as he went over, right? Your first baseman unfortunately fell going backwards. You can see a little hill right there. They're going up.
Yeah.
Actually, does a falls right there, but does a great job of backing him up, making the out, and he gets himself out of the inning. Zatorsky answers as he now has his team come back right there and be able to answer himself where defensive comes up and the game stays 2-1. Boy, we got a great one right here today.
Yeah, we do. It's almost like, Annie, get your gun. Anything you can do, I can do better. And we're about to start the 5th inning real soon. Dunkirk ahead 2-1.
Yeah, so let's so like I was talking about with the show everyone has asked for in Western New York for baseball and softball to get their opportunities, that they don't get a chance to be highlighted enough. Well, guess what? You got your time right now. This is your time to get recognized. This is your time to support the show because baseball and softball now become forefront here in Western New York as we make sure we highlight some of the big things that happen inside Western New York. And I'm telling you, there's been great things. Like I said, we talked about this game the last time they played, what happened with the sack bunt and then the 18 strikeout game, and then also the hidden ball trick. We talked about all that on the show. So make sure you join in and be able to hear all the different things that are going on in Western New York because I'll tell you from a sports perspective, baseball is one of the biggest sports in Western New York that sends players to the Division I level. Not only to the Division I level, but to college period to be able to play sports. Baseball and softball are 2 of the biggest that do it in Western New York, and now they're getting their chance to be highlighted, be seen, and be heard.
So the last warm-up pitch has been thrown, and we'll see here in a moment who's up next to bat for the Marauders as we hit the top of the 5th here at Packard Field. Dunker's still up 2-1.
And you got the top of the order coming up for
Ahlstrom.
Dunkirk. Yep, Ahlstrom is who we saw. Tagged one. Unfortunately, got it on the inside of the bat a little bit. And I'll tell you, right now he's itching. He wants to be able to put the big shot into play.
They're the ones that have got the wheels. As Kennedy gets ready to throw his next pitch, he gets the sign that he wants, and here comes the delivery. And that was called a strike. I thought that was a little low from my view, but umpires got the better view than I do.
Remember, it's not where he catches it, where it crosses the plate. And with a hook like that, with the bottom that drops out, it's crossing in the zone right there. So in that strike zone is where it'll cross.
Kenny's recent pitch was low and in the dirt, so the count's even at 1-1. Here comes the next pitch by Kennedy. And it's called ball, 2-1.
You saw Panis on the other side right there. He actually held that one. That's very similar to those pitches that you saw Messina was actually holding on that wanted. He must be calling those a little high is what he must be thinking right there.
That's what I'm thinking too. So the count's 2-1. Here comes the next pitch. And now the count's back even again at 2-2.
That hook, that off speed has been deadly right now for Kennedy. He really has been throwing a good pitch right there.
The breaking balls have been working for Kennedy today. Let's see if he throws another one here, and that's low in the dirt, and that's a full count, 3-2. And here comes a 3-2 pitch. Low, ball 4, and that's going to be a walk to start the inning for Dunkirk. And up next to bat, once again, is going to be Mike Norton, the left fielder. So Alstrom on first, none out. I won't be surprised if he attempts to try to steal base here. Dunkirk's gotten a couple already today.
He's got the speed. You got some big hitters, though, coming up that you want to make sure that he's on base when these hitters come up.
And right now there is a runner on first, none out, as Kennedy gets prepared to throw his next pitch. We got a timeout, and Norton's back out in the box.
Yeah, Coach wanted to do some signals, obviously, so he recalled some signals right there.
Kennedy checking on Alstrom at first. Here comes the next delivery, and that hits him. Hits Norton in the leg, and it's going to be 2 on and none out, as it's going to be Messina coming back up the bat, the catcher.
And they had the shift on. They had the shift on again for Norton. You saw our third baseman comes over in the shift. Now Coach calls him back. And again, now you've got that force on third right here, but now you've got your hottest stick right now. Messina up, looking to make something happen right now here with no outs.
And the way this has been going with this pitcher's duel, this, I don't want to jinx anything, but this could be an opportunity for an insurance run. But here comes the next pitch by Kennedy as he gets the sign from Johnson. Messina with a golden opportunity here. Kennedy checking on the runners. And here comes a pickoff on second and slides back to first, or the second base safely.
You can see Alstrom. He's looking to get a jump, right? You can see it. He's seeing something right now in the move.
And another pickoff opportunity. Nope, it's a fake pickoff again.
Well, once Alstrom tried breaking, you saw that in the last one. Like, he came off the base far. Now he's got Kennedy's attention right there.
But sooner or later, you got to throw the pitch and not worry about the pickoff, as he will. And it was a bunt attempt, but pulled back as the ball's low. Runners on first and second, none out here in the top of the 5th inning. Kennedy waiting for the right one. The breaking balls have been working for him. He gets the pitch he wants, and here's a delivery, and here's a swing, and that's into the shallow outfield, and it's fielded. Alstrom's going to tag for third, and he's going to get there safely, and the runners are now at the corners with 1 out in the top of the 5th. And up next to bat's going to be Zatorski, so he's got a chance here to support his own cause.
So it does the same thing as what a bunt would have done, right? Move your runner over to third base with less than 2 outs. Now you've got the opportunity for the same thing. Zatorski to put the ball in the play, fly ball to try to get that insurance run or that extra run that you were talking about right there.
So Zatorski with a chance to give himself run support. Kennedy keeping an eye on first base.
Yeah, watch Norton. I think he's going.
Oh, Norton's running. Swing and a miss, and Norton's going. No, it's going to be called foul ball.
Yep, calling foul ball, yep. Same thing. I won't be surprised either. You're going to see that play that you saw Dunkirk run where they try to cut off a throw. But I think they're going to let Norton go right here is what they're going to do. Let him go.
Kennedy gets the pitch he wants, checks on Norton at first. Here comes the next delivery, and another foul ball.
And another off-speed pitch right there.
Kennedy sticking with what's been best for him, which is the off-speed.
Yeah, it really has. It's been working well for him.
He's gotten a couple strikeouts off him. He's gotten some pop flies, a couple bad swings and misses. He's been getting the whole 9 yards on it, and it's not broke. Don't fix it. That's the story. Stick to it. An attempt to pick off Norton will not work.
And that's one of those plays, honestly. Just I want you to know I'm looking at you, right? I just want you to know that I'm there. Or what you're trying to do is to see if the runner was trying to take off, because sometimes they'll take that one step towards second base and then come back and you knew they were trying to go.
And that's a big strikeout right there for Kennedy. And Norton will go to second base now. And that's strikeout number 6 for Kennedy.
And you see, it was the cut play right there, right?
Yes,
they came in, they cut it off. They're just making sure Alstrom does not take off and go.
And I don't know if you were hearing or not, but I was. But before he was taken off for second on that pitch, there's still that inside joke about that in-pin ball trick. First baseman's got the ball.
And it's coming from the crowd, too, is where I think it's coming from.
Well, here comes the next delivery by Kennedy, and the pitch to Lockett. It's a pop fly. And let's see who gets it. Johnson's calling for it. He's got it. And Kennedy gets himself out of another jam. And after 4.5 innings, score still 2-1 in favor of Dunkirk.
When it's time to sell your home, start with a visit to howardhanna.com, ranked the #1 real estate site for sellers. A few clicks will show you the sales price you can expect for your home. We can get you the most money in the quickest amount of time because we know where the local buyers are and how to reach them. So if it's time to sell your home, visit howardhanna.com today, and we'll match you with a local Howard Hanna agent to sell your home fast.
I love being home.
Are you in pain from a no-fault car accident? Don't wait. Call RES Physical Medicine and Rehab today and take advantage of our 24 to 48-hour appointment pledge. One of our medical professionals will see you within 48 hours. RES offers DXD imaging for a more accurate diagnosis in less time. This allows our doctors to coordinate the most effective treatment plan to get you on your way to recovery faster. Feel better with RES Physical Medicine and Rehab. Click or call today to learn more.
And we're about to start the bottom of the 5th here at Packard Field. Score still 2-1 in favor of Dunkirk. Both teams in their last set of at-bats both had 2 runners on base but couldn't get more runs on the board. And it's going to be Kennedy coming back up to bat once again for Southwestern. He's ironically scored the only run of the game for Southwestern so far.
So I got some pitch counts. Right now, Aiden Kennedy is sitting at 81 pitches after 5. Through 4, Nick Satorsky's got 59.
First pitch called a strike. So 0-1 the count in favor of Zatorsky. Here comes the next pitch of Kennedy. Here's a swing, and that's going to be fouled back. So now the count's 0-2.
So you think about that right now when you look at those pitch counts, right? If Aiden Kennedy's sitting at 81, he's got to have some quick innings right now to get in and out of this because he doesn't want to hit that pitching threshold where they're going to have to go to the bullpen.
Learn something new every day. I didn't even know there was a pitch count in high school baseball.
Yeah, it's a very specific pitch count. It's 105 until they go to playoffs. But then what happens is you're also mandated a certain amount of days rest based upon that also.
I do know, not to compare apples to oranges, I know in Little League and there's an 85 pitch limit.
It's almost the same rules except for the pitch limit changes the number of pitches.
And another foul ball, so Kennedy extending the at-bat, saying to Zatorsky, if you want to get me out, you're going to have to earn it.
It's the same, though, thing from Little League Baseball. Almost the same exact concept about how many days rest, but except they up the pitch counts is what they do.
Zatorsky looking to get the first out of this half inning. Here's the pitch. Called strike 3. And another strikeout in the books for Nick Zatorsky. I do believe that's strikeout number 5 for him. And up next to bat's going to be Hendricks. So 1 out here, bottom of the 5th. Zatorsky getting the pitch he wants, and here comes his delivery. Swing and down the third base line. That gets fielded, and here comes the throw to first. And there's out number 2. Beautifully executed on that fielding. And up next to bat's going to be Calvin Ricker, the first baseman.
Very good. Took his time, set himself up. Nice throw. Great play right there.
When it's fielded cleanly, as long as you get there in time, just relax, get it over there, no problems.
Yeah, Travis does a good job over there.
So 2 outs here, a very quick 2 outs, very uncharacteristic today. And as it's going to be Ricker once again, here comes the next pitch by Zatorsky. Pitch a little low.
But you said that last time, and then all of a sudden they did it with 2 outs. So be careful what you said there.
Knock on wood, though I'm knocking on plastic. Nobody's right all the time. There's going to be a little conference between the catcher and pitcher.
May have been a pitch that was off signs right there, trying to make sure they have the same signs. That's all.
So probably a miscommunication.
That's all. Just make sure we're on the same page. Good job by Messina going to talk to his pitcher.
It's not like it's Crash and Nuke off Bull Durham.
Well, there it was just please throw it in the strike zone is what that one was.
Not throw it at the bowl.
Right.
So 1-0 the count. Here comes the next pitch by Zatorsky. And that's going to be fouled and out of play. So that'll even the count at 1-1.
That's over near your guy's car, isn't it?
Don't worry about it.
If it hits his car, that's his problem, not mine.
Oh, man.
No, I'm gonna charge Norm for it because he said it.
Here comes the next pitch by Zatorsky. And in the dirt. So it makes it 2-1. And should there be another batter, Spencer Kane is on deck. Zatorsky looking to end this half inning. Ricker looking to extend it. Here comes the next pitch. And here's a swing to third base. And it's going to be another one. Third to first, and that's how we end the bottom of the 5th. The score's still 2-1 as we will hit the 6th inning pretty soon.
That was 2 5-3s.
WNYathletics.com is the premier high school sports website in Western New York, providing the best sports coverage of Section 6 and Monsignor Martin leagues. Check out our page for daily game recaps and late-breaking sports news. Our online scoreboards are updated in real time. Never miss a goal or touchdown. Visit WNYathletics.com today or follow us on Twitter, like us on Facebook, and subscribe to our YouTube.
When it's time to sell your home, start with a visit to howardhanna.com, ranked the #1 real estate site for sellers. A few clicks will show you the sales price you can expect for your home. We can get you the most money in the quickest amount of time because we know where the local buyers are and how to reach them. So if it's time to sell your home, visit howardhanna.com today, and we'll match you with a local Howard Hanna agent to sell your home fast.
I love being home.
And we are about to start the top of the 6th inning here at Packard Field. Dunkirk up 2-1 in favor of Southwestern. I'm wondering, though, if this would be Kennedy's last inning. The last half inning, you talked about 81 pitches right now for Kennedy, so he is getting up there on that threshold for the pitch limit. And it's going to be to Jesus up to start up the 6th inning for Dunkirk. So DeJesus getting ready for the next at-bat as Kennedy gets ready to throw another pitch. Probably going to stick to the breaking balls, which have worked for him throughout this game. Here comes the pitch, and swing and a miss. Strike one off that nasty little drop on that pitch. Makes it 0-1. Next delivery by Kennedy. 0-2 count right off the bat here in the top of the sixth on the first batter. Let's see what Kennedy does here on his next pitch. As mentioned before, the breaking stuff has been working, so Kennedy might stick with it. So 0-2 count here. DeJesus up the bat. Here comes the pitch. Swing, and that's going to be into shallow center. And that's going to be fielded by Melquist for out number one, as Schranz will come back up to bat for Dunkirk. One out here, top of the sixth. 2-1, still the score. Here comes the next pitch by Kennedy. Here's a swing, and it's a grounder all through the glove of Kennedy, but he will get it there in time. Oh, foul ball.
See, it went off his shin is what it did on that one.
I'm surprised none of the players here, I don't see anybody wearing shin guards or elbow guards or anything like that.
Yeah, you know what? You see it periodically. I mean, you don't see a ton of it, but you see it periodically.
Looks like he'll be all right to continue the at-bat. During this little break, Johnson and Kennedy talking about what they're going to do next. And we're about to resume play. Top of the sixth, one out, none on. Score remains 2-1 in favor of the Marauders. Here comes the next pitch by Kennedy, and that's high. Kennedy gets the sign he wants, and here comes the pitch. And it's a swing into the infield, a base hit on the shortstop side, and Schranz will get the first on a single. So now one on and one out, as it's going to be Bryson Travis back up the bat for Dunkirk.
Good job by Schranz going opposite field right there. Finds the hole between shortstop and third base. Again, both teams just trying to make something happen. Every run in this game is going to mean something as it's a 2-1 game. Boy, you're going to scrap to either try to get that extra run or vice versa with Southwestern trying to tie this one up. Both pitchers pitching well today.
And both teams have left multiple runners on base. Well, here comes next pitch. Schranz taking off on the passed ball there, and he'll get the second easily. We've seen quite a few of those pitches that's gone off the catcher's glove and rolled behind.
Looked like that one was a little bit out of his reach right there. But now Kennedy's got to come up big right here, try to get out of this inning.
He's been successful at it multiple times throughout this game. Let's see if Kennedy can get himself out of another jam. Runner on second, only one out as Travis is continuing as his bat. And Travis comes back into the box, getting ready to continue the at-bat. Kennedy wanting that sign from Johnson. Checks on Schranz at second. Here's the next pitch. And that's called a strike. So Schranz will stay on second.
This right here will be the 90th pitch right now for Kennedy.
So he's getting up there. Here comes Kennedy with his next delivery. It's a swing, and it's going to be a pop-up in the shallow right field. And it does get fielded. Schranz will tag for third. That ball was caught by Walsh. So runner on third, 2 outs. And it's going to be Korzensky batting once again for the Marauders.
But a big out right there is Kennedy trying to pitch out of the inning again.
Kennedy getting ready for his next pitch. My question, though, is this going to be the last batter he's going to face?
If he gets out of this in this at-bat, you're going to send him back out. He's still going to have pitches to go, and who knows if it's a quick 1, 2, 3 inning, right?
Even so, anything can happen here, but here's the next pitch. Korzensky will swing it to right field, and that's going to be fielded by Walsh. And once again, a scoreless half inning. And after 5.5 innings here at Packard Field, score remains 2-1 in favor of Dunkirk.
At Cairo First Wellness, your health and well-being is our passion. Let us take care of you and your family like one of our own.
Cairo First Wellness Center is dedicated to providing patients long-term relief and teaching them how to continue taking care of themselves. With a blend of different techniques, services, and personalized treatment plans, we'll help you find wellness in a way that's right for you. Between chiropractic care, spinal decompression, nutritional counseling, massage therapy, custom orthotics, and more, your relief is in our hands. If twisting, popping, and cracking intimidate you, our Pro Adjuster restores the same range of motion as a physical adjustment would with gentle, repeated tapping.
Dr. Mo at Cairo First has been taking care of my back needs for the past 4 years. His staff treats you like family. I've had the traction, I've had the massage done, and every time leave here feeling fresh and brand new.
Cairo First Wellness Center. Your health and well-being. Our passion.
Are you in pain from a no-fault car accident? Don't wait. Call RES Physical Medicine and Rehab today and take advantage of our 24 to 48-hour appointment pledge. One of our medical professionals will see you within 48 hours. RES offers DXD imaging for a more accurate diagnosis in less time. This allows our doctors to coordinate the most effective treatment plan to get you on your way to recovery faster. Feel better with RES Physical Medicine and Rehab. Click or call today to learn more.
And we're about to start the bottom of the 6th here at Packard Field. Score 2-1. Dunkirk over Southwestern as Spencer Kane is back up to bat once again. And Zatorski getting ready to pitch another inning. He gets the sign he wants. Here comes the delivery. Here's a swing, and it's going to go to short. So a 6-3 on that one, and out number 1. Dunkirk are getting a lot more relaxed fielding that baseball.
That's the best way to put it. It's relaxed, right? Going back to the form. Remember their form, and then coming up, taking their steps, nice throws over to first base. Really settled in nice after those early defensive struggles early in the game. Both sides of the teams, and on the right side of that infield, the left side of the infield, have done real well.
Aiden Melquist back up to bat, and first pitch call strike. From what I saw, I believe it was maybe just nervous jitters.
Yeah, it could have been anything, right? But again, you've also got fields that it could hit something. When you got grass fields, anything can happen. Hit a lip, hit something to make it happen that way.
So a swing and a miss by Melquist, and makes the count 0-2. So 0-2 count. Here comes the next pitch by Zatorski. Ball 1 makes the count 1-2.
Yeah, that was a little bit high. I know Messina wanted it, but that was a little bit high right there. Our next game we're going to call is going to be actually at Allegheny Limestone, as Allegheny Limestone takes on Olean.
Here comes the next pitch by Zatorski. Strike 3, and that's strikeout number 6 for Nick Zatorski. And now back up to bat once again is Jamison Walsh.
We're going to get a chance to honor Colt Matz in that game, as Coach Matz of Portville, with his son right now, has been diagnosed with leukemia, battling that right now. That game's going to be in honor of him, as the entire South Towns community stepping up to be able to support Colt. Great story, great kid, and we're all behind him in Western New York.
I heard about that during the Portville football game. So the first pitch was a ball, 1-0 the count. Here comes the next pitch by Zatorski. 2-0 count.
He was looking on the outside, just on the outside corner right there. You see, it didn't frame that one as long, so I'm sure that was just outside then.
Looked like Zatorsky wanted to paint that corner good enough, but he couldn't quite get it. And that one was low, so it makes the count 3-0. And I do believe Walsh is either going to take the next pitch or be given the green light.
With right now needing a runner right now, 3-0, my guess is that the coach is going to have him take. But this is a great pitch for a lot, especially if it was one of your hitters that you really know just are locked in right now, that you're going to look for something belt high to just crush, and they're going to give you the green light to do that.
And ball 4, and Walsh has walked on 4 pitches. And Max Marshall coming back up to bat for Southwestern. So 1 on and 2 out. And Zatorsky getting ready to face the next batter. Checking on Walsh at first. Here comes the next pitch by Zatorsky. Swing and a miss. It's going to be strike 1. Zatorsky gets assigned, checks on Walsh at first. Here comes the next pitch. And that'll even the count at 1-1. Zatorsky's got the pitch he wants, and here it goes. And that's going to be a foul ball and goes out of play into the trees. So it makes the count 1-2.
What a gorgeous Memorial Day out here. It really is. I mean, we've got a nice breeze going.
It's beautiful.
Really is a great day.
And it's begun to cool down a little bit. It was a little bit of a heat wave earlier.
Well, that sun was just beating on us, which is why part of the reason. A little breeze right now.
And it's another foul tip. So the count remains 1-2. Zatorsky looking to get a full 6 innings in. Should this half inning continue, Panis is on deck. And here comes the next pitch by Zatorsky. And here's a swing down third base line. And too high. And Walsh is going to head for third. Marshall going to second. And Walsh is instructed to stay on third. And that's a big throwing error there. And now Southwestern's got a shot to at least tie this game, as Panis is going to come back up to bat for the Trojans.
And again, right now you're talking about an opportunity where Zatorsky's going to need to pitch out of trouble here a little bit, pick up his fielder right now.
Both him and Kennedy have done a great job getting out of these jams. Let's see if Zatorsky could get out of another one. Runners on second and third, 2 outs, bottom of the 6th. Here comes the next pitch by Zatorsky. High and away, ball and 1. So 1-0 count. Here comes the next delivery by Zatorsky. And that one's low and in the dirt, 2-0.
You do have a spot to put him, but remember, you'd be loading the bases right now for Nate Johnson to come up.
2-0 count. Here comes the next pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 1. That was a strike Zatorsky badly needed on that at bat.
Absolutely.
So it makes it 2-1. Little irony, 2-1 count here, 2-1 the score, bottom of the 6th. Here comes the next pitch. Here's a swing, and it goes through second. No, it fielded by second base, but it's not going to be in time. And the tying run scores, and this time Southwestern takes advantage. Tie game at 2, bottom of the 6th, as Johnson comes back up to bat. He's 0 for 3 right now. A strikeout, a flyout, and a ground out, but he has a chance to give the Trojans the lead.
Still a guy that you want coming up to the plate in this type of spot right here.
Score now tied at 2 after a long drought of no runs by both teams. Johnson with an opportunity here to give Southwestern back the lead. Here comes the next pitch by Satorsky. And that pitch was a little high, ball one.
You can really see the Southwestern dugout getting into it right now, right? We really haven't heard them loud at all this game, and they're really getting into it now.
Yeah, we're definitely hearing it. Probably going to be some sound bites, a little bit of some sounds on tape. And here comes the next pitch, and that's low and off the catcher's glove, 2-0 the count. And Panis saw the catcher took a long time, so he ran to second.
Remember earlier in the game when I said to you, Coach wanted the same exact thing that happened
Yes.
and the runner didn't take off? That's what he wanted right there,
And
as Panis gets a great jump with runners on first and third.
Runners on second and third, 2 outs, score tied at 2. Here comes the next pitch by Satorsky. Johnson looking for his first hit of the game. Satorsky looking to get out of this jam. Here's the pitch. And that one's high and away.
So they walked him.
So it's going to be a walk, and Johnson gets on base. And now Aiden Kennedy's back up the bat, and he's got a chance to give himself some run support. And should that happen, it could possibly be last ups for Dunkirk. Kennedy with a shot here to give the Trojans back the lead. He scored one of the team's 2 runs at bat. Here comes the pitch. And that's called strike one. Paints that corner beautifully, makes it 0-1. The bases are juiced here. 2 outs, bottom of the 6th. Here comes the pitch. 1-1 count.
That's normally a bench going, let that hit you right there, right? Take that one. Take that one and get yourself on first base, because that's going to be right now to take the lead.
Even another walk would give them the lead. Here comes the next pitch, and that one's in the dirt.
Nice block by Musina. It keeps that runner right at third base. Great job of keeping the ball in front of him.
So the umpire cleans up the dirt from the home plate. If I heard it right, the count's 2-1. Zatorsky needs to get a strike here. Here's the pitch, and that's ball 3. One more ball, and that's going to be the lead for Southwestern. And it's going to be Hendricks coming up next to bat, should that occur.
Kennedy sitting dead red fastball. He's sitting here. He's looking to drive one.
He wants it. Here's the pitch. Swing and a foul tip, and that's going to be a full count.
Swung at ball 4 right there, too. But he was looking dead red fastball is exactly what I said. He wanted the fastball.
And I believe he was also given the green light, too.
Well, on 3-1, you're really not going to, somebody's very rare going to give you a red light unless you know the pitcher was struggling.
Full count here. Here comes the next pitch. Ball 4, and the Trojans will take the lead on a base on balls RBI by Kennedy. And 3-2 now to score. And the scoring drought has ended, and let's see what Dunkirk's going to do. The head coach is out. It looks like they're going to change pitchers. And from what I'm seeing, it's going to be number 2, Nick Marszowitz.
So what you saw here, I want you to understand something, what happened right here. So Nate Johnson right now, did you see him take off on there?
Yes.
So bases loaded, 2 outs. The runners go the minute the pitch takes off. And the reason they're doing that is they're trying to stop any sort of force bag at the other bags, making you to go across the diamond, right? Look at what happened when they went across the diamond already a couple times, right? Errant throws, something happens. What you're trying to do is to force that throw to be able to happen, which is why they take off right there.
And I do stand corrected. It's not Marszowitz is going to be pitching. It's going to be Korzensky going to be on the mound for the Marauders, and it's going to be Marszowitz taking over at second base for Dunkirk. So 3-2 the score, 2 outs, bottom of the 6th. Bases are still juiced. So right now Hendricks has a chance to, if he can get a good base hit here, this could crack it wide open.
Yep, no doubt. And then, but now you're going to flip it. We already talked about Kennedy's coming up on pitch counts is what's happening here too. So don't be surprised what you see is, I'm not going to be surprised that you see coming out Dunkirk taking the first pitch or taking the first till they get a strike.
Right.
And then what happens is they're trying to get the pitch counter to do the same exact thing to get to the bullpen.
That's a strategic move.
Absolutely it is.
It's going to be Hendricks back up the bat once again once Korzeniowski completes his warm-up pitches. Sixth, 2 outs, Southwestern And once again, it's going to be Hendricks. So in spite of that struggling ending, Zatorski still had a very well-pitched game, but the back-to-back walks are going to cost him getting a W. He could get a no decision should Dunkirk tie the game in the top of the 7th, but Southwestern still got a shot here to add more runs to the board. Bases loaded, 2 outs. Hendricks back up to bat. And Korzeniowski about to throw his first pitch. And that's called strike one. 0-1 the count. Korzeniowski gets the sign he wants. Checking on the runners. Here comes the next pitch. And that's high and inside. Ball one. So 1-1 count. Korzeniowski gets ready. Here comes the next delivery. Ball 2.
Hey, Tom. It's yellow, green, light green.
2-1 count. Score 3-2 in favor of the Trojans. Here comes the next pitch. Swung and fouled over the fence and makes the count 2-2.
So sorry about that, everybody. We lost you there for a second, though we got you back. We had a little bit of an internet connection right there.
So 2-2 count, 2 outs, triple deuce here in the bottom of the 6th. Korzeniowski looking to stop the bleeding here for Dunkirk. Here comes the pitch, and another foul ball.
Oh, that's in
play. Messina's got a chance, and nobody caught it.
It hit the net. He wouldn't have been able to get it. Hit just caught the net towards the very end. Would have been a tough catch to make right there.
Count remains at 2-2. And should this half inning continue, Ricker's on deck for the Trojans. Once again, triple deuce, 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs here in the bottom of the 6th. Bases are juiced here. Here comes the pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 3, and Korzeniowski ends the bottom of the 6th. And now Dunkirk, last chance for them to tie this game as we're about to hit the top of the 7th inning with them now behind 3-2.
When it's time to sell your home, start with a visit to howardhanna.com, ranked the #1 real estate site for sellers. A few clicks will show you the sales price you can expect for your home. We can get you the most money in the quickest amount of time because we know where the local buyers are and how to reach them. So if it's time to sell your home, visit howardhanna.com today, and we'll match you with a local Howard Hanna agent to sell your home fast.
I love being home.
Are you in pain from a no-fault car accident? Don't wait. Call RES Physical Medicine and Rehab today and take advantage of our 24 to 48-hour appointment pledge. One of our medical professionals will see you within 48 hours. RES offers DXD imaging for a more accurate diagnosis in less time. This allows our doctors to coordinate the most effective treatment plan to get you on your way to recovery faster. Feel better with RES Physical Medicine and Rehab. Click or call today to learn more.
Logistics Plus is a global transportation provider headquartered in Erie, PA with locations worldwide, including right here in Western New York. Logistics Plus is consistently recognized as a fast-growing transportation and logistics company, great supply chain partner, top freight broker, leading project cargo manager, and a great place to work. With a strong passion for excellence, our 500-plus employees put the plus in logistics. Call our Buffalo office today for an efficient, personal approach for all of your transportation needs.
And we're about to start the top of the 7th inning here, and the Southwestern Trojans have gone to the mound. Nate Johnson coming in for a save opportunity here and Kennedy is in at shortstop now. Southwestern up 3-2 after 2 runs via a walk, 2 walks by Zatorsky. So this is the last chance for Dunkirk to at least tie this game.
Nate Johnson with 10 innings pitched this inning, this season so far, already has 30 strikeouts on the season in 10 innings with a 2.62 ERA.
Looking like Randy Johnson out there with strikeouts in that many innings, that few. That's insane.
Well, he's had already 18 strikeouts in a game. So, I mean, he absolutely is right now the stud right now to come in and try to close this one out. But Dunkirk does go back to the top of the order as Ahlstrom's going to lead off on this one.
If he gets on base, it's a big shot for Dunkirk. He's got the wheels, and so does Mike Norton. Norton's got a couple of stolen bases today. And here comes the first pitch by Johnson. And that one was high, ball 1. One out count. Here comes the next pitch. And that one was a hair low. The catcher tried to frame it but couldn't quite get it.
Well, he moved it. He moved it and then tried to frame after the move. There's no doubt it was a ball. It was a little low.
2-0 pitch. 3-0 right off the bat. If Ahlstrom gets walked here, this is a good opportunity because him on first, he's got wheels. Norton up the bat. He can run too. Anything's possible. 3-0 pitch. And Ahlstrom's going to be walked on 4 pitches to start the top of the 7th. And Norton coming up the bat.
So remember when you asked me about the move, right? This is still, you have a fresh new pitcher coming into the mound. There's not a lot of room for error versus a pitcher that's been out there and already dealing a little bit. That's why I was saying is normally, do you have them throw those couple extra pitches just to be able to get your pitcher ready?
Ahlstrom's got a decent lead on first. And they're going to try and nail him, and he's safe.
And he dropped it anyway, but you can see that there was a high tag no matter what, that he absolutely would have been back no matter what in that one. But look at Ahlstrom, like you said, got wheels. Do they try to steal him right here?
It wouldn't be a bad idea. Get the runner on second, eliminate the double play for the time being. Let's see what happens. He's got a decent lead at first. Here's the next pitch by Johnson, and that's a wild pitch. And Ahlstrom's going to trot the second base. So Dunkirk with an opportunity of their own. They've been struggling the last few innings. They've had runners in scoring position, but they just could not get them home.
And here you go. This is big now. Now you got your speed in scoring position. You got the hitter you want up. You don't have right now the shift on either, right? So that shift's not on. Where we already know, obviously, Norton likes to put this into right field. Anything can happen. Anything to this side of the field, you're going to see Ahlstrom take off on right now. But I'll tell you, 5 straight balls. You got to understand this at the batter. You better be looking something belt high is all that you're looking for right now.
Yeah, Johnson looking to pitch his first strike of the game. 5 pitches, all of them balls, and 1 walk. Checks on Ahlstrom at second. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 1.
And that was right at the belt. He was looking at
Johnson
that one, right?
needed that.
Yep, Johnson, though, find the zone right there. That's what he does. Now you got to build off this one.
Building up the confidence a little bit on the mound. Johnson gets the sign that he wants. Checks on Ahlstrom, who's got a good lead at second. Here comes the pitch. And another ball. Makes the count 2-1. Johnson looking to get another strike, and here's the swing. It's a chopper to first, and he'll just settle for the out on it. So runner on third with 1 out. And coming up to bat once again is Messina, who's got a chance here to tie this game. He's got a runner on third, and he's only got 1 out. So a good fly ball, we could see a tie game once again.
Now, remember, same thing. Remember what I told you? It went to the right side. What happens at a ball to the right side? You take off. That's exactly what he did. Watch out because a ground ball with his speed could still get him home on the other side of the field.
If the ground ball's far enough, there's no doubt Ahlstrom's going to take off.
Yep. So they're going to talk about a couple things right here. Now, this isn't me coming out to talk to my pitcher right here. Coach is out here to talk to his entire infield about what to do right now on any different play. So he's talking about alignments is what he's doing right now to make sure his team is set to make sure that run doesn't score. That's what he's doing.
And throughout the game, Dunkirk's had problems taking advantage of runners in scoring position. Southwestern was having trouble with it too, but they took advantage of 2 base on balls in the last half inning. And that's how they've gotten the lead again right here.
But again, Dunkirk got the player they want up right now, right? Messina's been their hottest player. He's got the top average right now. This is the player you want up to be able to do something, right? His job right now, put the ball into play. Make something happen.
And also drive in that run. Here comes the next pitch by Johnson. And that's called a strike. And once again, a strike Johnson needed to throw. He's been having troubles with the control so far, coming in place of Kennedy. But it looks like he's starting to get it together now. Here comes the next pitch. And that one's low and in the dirt, but a good block there by Panis.
Johnson, that last strike that we saw was an off-speed one, right? So maybe it's this off-speed stuff that he needs to look to a little bit here to get ahead.
And he's going to bunt it down third base, and the tying run will score. Messina's out, but he did his job, get that run in, and he executed that bunt beautifully. Aimed it at the right spot where Ahlstrom would not have been tagged out. Score tied at 3 at the top of the 7th.
That was almost like a swinging bunt. I'm not sure.
Maybe a check swing.
That's exactly what it looked like. It looked like he was just trying to put it somewhere into play, and then to see Ahlstrom happen right here. But you got wheels right there. We talked about use his wheels, make something happen, and that's a big right now play to be able to get down to tie game because now anything can happen. And I think we got a pinch hitter coming into play now.
Yes, we do. We'll see what the number is. It looks like it's, yes, it is. It's number 2, Nick Marcewicz. 2 outs here, top of the 7th. Score tied at 3. Johnson looking to just get out of this inning. Pitch low and in the dirt, 1-0.
We went 9 innings the first time they played. Now we're out of 3-3 in the 7th. What's going to happen in this one?
Well, Southwestern's also got a bat 2 in the bottom. Next pitch by Johnson, right down Broadway, strike 1. Evens the count at 1-1. Once again, Marcewicz pinch hitting. And here comes the next pitch by Johnson. That one low and in the dirt, 2-1. Two 2-1 count. Johnson looking to just get out of this inning. Here comes the next delivery. Low and in the dirt again. 3-1 the count. Marcewicz pinch hitting for Zatorsky, and should he be walked, Lockett's on deck. Next pitch by Johnson. Swing and fouled off. Full count. So now it's a full count. No one on base. 2 outs. Once again tied at 3. Johnson 1 strike away from getting out of this inning. Next pitch. Low, ball 4. And Marcewicz will get a pinch hit walk. And it's going to be Donovan Lockett back up once again for the Marauders.
Again, do they try to make something happen right here?
Here's the next pitch by Johnson. He's taken off. It's going to be Marcewicz a second, and he is safe. Another steal for Dunkirk today. So now runner on second. And
he almost looked like he wasn't ready right there, right? He was taking off his, fixing his batting gloves. Boom, just took right off then. But now you got a runner in scoring position. This is what you want, right? This is what you need. Lockett's trying to come up big.
Here comes the pitch. And that was nearly a little bit of chin music there on Lockett, but pitch results in a ball. Johnson looking to find that right pitch to get in the strike zone. Here comes the next one. And he got it in there. Strike two. Johnson once again 1 strike away from getting out of this half inning. Lockett looking to extend the inning. A good base hit here could get him an RBI. Here comes next pitch. Runner's taking off. Marcewicz going for third, and he is out! Caught stealing at third, and that's how we end the top of the 7th. And we will hit the bottom of the 7th real soon with the score now tied at 3. Southwestern with a chance to end it in regular innings.
At Cairo First Wellness, your health and well-being is our passion. Let us take care of you and your family like one of our own.
Cairo First Wellness Center is dedicated to providing patients long-term relief and teaching them how to continue taking care of themselves. With a blend of different techniques, services, and personalized treatment plans, we'll help you find wellness in a way that's right for you. Between chiropractic care, spinal decompression, nutritional counseling, massage therapy, custom orthotics, and more, your relief is in our hands. If twisting, popping, and cracking intimidate you, our Pro Adjuster restores the same range of motion as a physical adjustment would with gentle, repeated tapping.
Dr. Mo at Cairo First has been taking care of my back needs for the past 4 years. His staff treats you like family. I've had the traction, I've had the massage done, and every time leave here feeling fresh and brand new.
Cairo First Wellness Center. Your health and well-being, our passion.
When it's time to sell your home, start with a visit to howardhanna.com, ranked the #1 real estate site for sellers. A few clicks will show you the sales price you can expect for your home. We can get you the most money in the quickest amount of time because we know where the local buyers are and how to reach them. So if it's time to sell your home, visit howardhanna.com today, and we'll match you with a local Howard Hanna agent to sell your home fast.
I love being home.
And we're about to start the bottom of the 7th here at Packard Field. And Dunkirk going to stick with Korzensky on the rubber. And the due 3 up to bat for Southwestern are Ricker, Kane, and Melquist. Bottom of the 7th, and Southwestern with an opportunity to win this game without having to go to extras. The last time these two teams played each other went to 9 innings, but the score was a lot higher too, 10-9. This one tied up at 3. And here comes the pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 1.
Dunkirk showed last inning the importance of getting that leadoff runner on, right? Make something happen with your leadoff runner on.
Swing and a miss, strike 2. It almost looked like Ricker didn't want to swing on it, but he fully went over the plate. Count 0-2. Korzensky gets the sign he wants. Here comes the delivery. And way high. Or in the words of Bob Euchre, tried to aim it there and missed.
Yeah, he wanted his catcher wanted the high one. He was trying to get him because he saw that's exactly where Ricker kind of swung on the last pitch. So he wanted it up in the zone. Just got a little too high on that one.
So count now 1-2. Korzensky looking to get the first out of the bottom of the 7th. And it's a chopper to third. And he's out. So 5-3 on the out, and it's going to be Kane coming back up once again for the Trojans. None on, 1 out here in the bottom of the 7th.
Ricker showing some speed on that one down the base pass. Made it a very close play.
From my view, it looked really close. It almost looked like Ricker was going to get there, but it was by a foot, by 1 footstep. Korzensky with his next delivery. In the zone, strike 1. Here comes the next pitch by Korzensky. Here's a swing, and it goes right back to the pitcher. And he'll just toss it over to first base for the second out. And up next is center fielder Aiden Melquist. Speaking of that center field, one of the most popular baseball songs out there. as Korzeniowski gets ready to throw his next pitch. He gets a sign he wants, and here it comes in the dirt, ball 1.
Korzeniowski has thrown 7.2 innings so far on the season with a 1.826 ERA.
Next pitch right down the middle, strike 1. 1-1 count. And should this inning continue, Walsh is on deck. And here's a swing, and it goes right to short. So 6-3, and once again, like the last time, there's going to be extra innings after 7. Score's still tied at 3 as Dunkirk prepares to try and get another run on the board in the 8th.
WNYathletics.com is the premier high school sports website in Western New York, providing the best sports coverage of Section 6 and Monsignor Martin leagues. Check out our page for daily game recaps and late-breaking sports news. Our online scoreboards are updated in real time. Never miss a goal or touchdown. Visit WNYathletics.com today or follow us on Twitter, like us on Facebook, and subscribe to our YouTube.
When it's time to sell your home, start with a visit to howardhanna.com, ranked the #1 real estate site for sellers. A few clicks will show you the sales price you can expect for your home. We can get you the most money in the quickest amount of time because we know where the local buyers are and how to reach them. So if it's time to sell your home, visit howardhanna.com today, and we'll match you with a local Howard Hanna agent to sell your home fast.
I love being home.
And we're about to start extra innings here, top of the 8th. Southwestern sticking with Johnson on the mound, and it's going to be Donovan Lockett beginning the top of the 8th for the Marauders. Here comes the next pitch by Johnson. Swung on and fouled back, 0-1.
Now remember, the reason Lockett comes up is because the stolen base, right? He gets caught trying to steal bases right there, or when he was going over to third base. And that means that he gets to come back up to plate.
Here comes the next pitch by Johnson. And that one's high, count even at 1-1. And here comes the next pitch by Johnson. Right down Broadway, count 1-2.
Nice off-speed pitch on that one.
Like Kennedy, off-speed's been working for Johnson. Here comes the next pitch. And that one, Lockett had to duck to avoid getting hit. Counts even at 2.
And 3-3 game, I'm getting hit. Get on base right now. You want to get any base run around.
Pull a Roger Dorn and take one in the back as Lockett's called out on strikes. And up next to bat's going to be the Jesus.
Well, and if you think about it, your off-speed is nowhere near what the fastball is, right?
Right.
So you're going to get hit on that pitch. That's the pitch you want to get hit on if you're going to.
Better the off-speed than a 98-mile-an-hour fastball.
I mean, I know Johnson's not throwing 98, but he's throwing hard out there.
Here comes his next pitch, and that one's way high, 1-0. Here comes the next pitch by Johnson. Swung on and fouled. Count 1-1. And here's the next delivery by Johnson. Swung on, foul.
Reach for that one a little bit, but be able to foul it off.
Count 1-2 in favor of Johnson. Here's the windup and the pitch. Called strike 3. Back-to-back strikeouts for Johnson, and he's starting to find that zone even more. And up next, two bats going to be Schranz.
You knew when he found it, watch out, right? Because he was going to find the zone eventually. And when he did, you see that fastball is live and electric today. It really is.
Schrantz back up the bat for the Marauders. Here comes next pitch by Johnson. Swung on and missed, strike one. That nasty drop on that off speed. Oh, 1 the count here, top of the 8th. Score still tied at 3. Another swing and a miss, strike 2. So far, Johnson getting Schrantz on 2 breaking balls. 0-2 count. Here comes the next pitch. Called strike 3. So Johnson strikes out the side in the top of the 8th, and they're going to come back up to bat in the bottom of the 8th. Score remains tied at 3.
Logistics Plus is a global transportation provider headquartered in Erie, PA with locations worldwide, including right here in Western New York. Logistics Plus is consistently recognized as a fast-growing transportation and logistics company, great supply chain partner, top freight broker, leading project cargo manager, and a great place to work. With a strong passion for excellence, our 500-plus employees put the plus in logistics. Call our Buffalo office today for an efficient, personal approach for all of your transportation needs. WNYathletics.com is the premier high school sports website in Western New York, providing the best sports coverage of Section 6 and Monsignor Martin leagues. Check out our page for daily game recaps and late-breaking sports news. Our online scoreboards are updated in real time. Never miss a goal or touchdown. Visit WNYathletics.com today or follow us on Twitter, like us on Facebook, and subscribe to our YouTube.
And we are about to start the bottom of the 8th inning here at Packard Field. It's going to be Jamison Walsh opening it up for the bottom of the 8th for Southwestern. And the Marauders are sticking with Korzensky on the mound. Here comes the next pitch by Korzensky, and called strike. 0-1 the count. Here comes the next pitch. Low and nearly in the dirt, 1-1. One count. Here comes the next delivery. Swing and a miss, strike 2.
Right now in the CCAA West 1, Dunkirk 4-0, 7-1 overall. Southwestern 3-1, 3-1 overall. Olean 2-2, 2-2 overall.
And a swing and a miss, strike 3 on Jamison Walsh, and so Korzensky gets the strikeout. And Marshall coming back up to bat once again for the Trojans.
Fredonia 1-3 in league, 4-4 overall. Allegheny Limestone is 0-4 and 1-4 overall. I'm telling you, a great league of baseball. Wednesday we're going to see Allegheny Limestone take on Olean, but boy, this is far from over, this one.
A swing and a miss, strike. Marshall at bat, Korzensky with the pitch. Swung on and looked like a foul tip.
But why this game is so important to Southwesterns, they don't want to fall 2 losses behind Dunkirk with 2 losses to them. Because that means any tiebreaker, right, Dunkirk would win. So that's why this becomes really important to Southwestern right now.
Just like the last one, this one again in extra innings. And here comes next pitch by Korzensky. Way high. Korzensky looking for the second out of the inning. Marshall looking to get on base and get something going for Southwestern. They score 1 run, game's over. Called strike 3 looking. And so it's going to be 2 outs. And back up the bat's going to be Panis.
Boy, normally you want to say you get to the team's bullpen, you're in good shape, right? I'm going to tell you, both these bullpens have been lights out, though, right? You have Korzensky and Johnson coming in and doing their thing.
And speaking of that, should the inning continue, Johnson is on deck. First pitch was a strike. Here's next pitch by Korzynski. Gets painted in the corner, 0-2. Pitch. Ball 1-2.
That did not miss by much. I'll tell you that one right there.
Sometimes that little smidge goes your way or it doesn't. It did not go the way for Dunkirk, but it's only 1-2. Here comes the next pitch, and it hits him. So Panis on base, 2 outs, and up the bat once again, Nate Johnson, who was walked in his last at bat. We're hearing some of these sound bites here.
That may have been the best one I heard. What did he say? Take it like a man, chump.
I remember announcing for JCC, and there was this player for them named Michael Keller. All the guys in the dugout on the team were yelling, "Open your eyes, Helen!" And be sure not to laugh while on the microphone.
So we'll see the same thing. Does Coach try to put a player in scoring position right here? Does he try to steal Panis at all?
If Panis has wheels, it's worth a shot.
You know, but I like right now, you got to look at your pitcher, right? Because this is really one of the first times they've seen Korzynski in the stretch. Does he have a high leg kick? Does he have something you can steal on? He's got a very good movement to home, straight to home, quick, and you got a good catcher, so you got to be very careful of this.
And Messina's already shown that he's got a cannon for an arm, and here comes a steal attempt, and let's see here. Panis is safe. We've seen a big handful of stolen bases here today. Wouldn't mind seeing more of that in the MLB personally, but whatever.
That was a pitch out too. That means that's a great jump right there by Panis, as he gets the jump and makes that happen because of the jump that he gets on that one.
If Johnson can get a base hit here, this could be a walk-off opportunity. Here's the pitch, and that pitch was a little high.
He's going to walk Johnson.
Oh, so there's no more throwing 4 intentional pitches. It's walk them, and now runners are at first and second. But you also have Aiden Kennedy up the bat, and Kennedy's also got a set of wheels on him too. He showed it on the football field, and he's shown it when he got his base hit today.
So he's making the force come into play. Excuse me.
Southwestern with an opportunity here to end this game right now. And the first pitch is high and a little wide, ball 1. Should it occur, Hendricks is on deck. Should Kennedy get walked or fail to drive in a run but get a base hit? Here's the next pitch. Swung on, and that's popped up to the left field. Let's see if they can get it, and it's caught. And so we're going to go to inning number 9. The score's still tied at 3, and Dunkirk getting prepared to go back up the bat once again.
At Cairo First Wellness, your health and well-being is our passion. Let us take care of you and your family like one of our own.
Cairo First Wellness Center is dedicated to providing patients long-term relief and teaching them how to continue taking care of themselves. With a blend of different techniques, services, and personalized treatment plans, we'll help you find wellness in a way that's right for you. Between chiropractic care, spinal decompression, nutritional counseling, massage therapy, custom orthotics, and more, your relief is in our hands. If twisting, popping, and cracking intimidate you, our Pro Adjuster restores the same range of motion as a physical adjustment would with gentle, repeated tapping.
Dr. Mo at Cairo First has been taking care of my back needs for the past 4 years. His staff treats you like family. I've had the traction, I've had the massage done, and every time leave here feeling fresh and brand new.
Cairo First Wellness Center. Your health and well-being. Our passion.
Are you in pain from a no-fault car accident? Don't wait. Call RES Physical Medicine and Rehab today and take advantage of our 24 to 48-hour appointment pledge. One of our medical professionals will see you within 48 hours. RES offers DXD imaging for a more accurate diagnosis in less time. This allows our doctors to coordinate the most effective treatment plan to get you on your way to recovery faster. Feel better with RES Physical Medicine and Rehab. Click or call today to learn more.
And we're about to start the top of the ninth here at Packard Field. Score still tied at 3. Johnson will remain on the mound for Southwestern. And it looks like it's going to be Bryson Travis remaining at bat. The last time he was at bat, the runner Marcewicz got caught trying to steal third. So here comes the next pitch by Johnson. Called strike 1.
Johnson, after that first inning, is settled in really nice right now. He's found the zone, and now he's really, you can see just the confidence level he has right now.
And
yep, he missed it. That was a called strike. He actually went for it on his bunt.
So it makes the count 0-2. Johnson, who struck out the side in the last half inning, let's see if he gets to strikeout number 4 in a row. Wind up in the pitch. Called strike 3, and Johnson's now struck out the last 4 batters. And it's going to be, let's see who's going to be up next. It looks like it is going to be Korzensky. Johnson gets a sign, and here it's the pitch. Low and in the dirt, ball 1.
Remember, Korzynski started to the game at second base, so even if he comes out, my guess is they're going to probably put him back at second base and somebody else would come in, right?
Right.
Is what you'd be talking about.
Next pitch by Johnson. Swing and a miss, strike 1. Counts even at 1-1. And here comes the next pitch by Johnson. Swing and a miss, strike 2. Ever since giving up that run, Johnson's been on an absolute clinic. If he gets another strikeout, it'll be 5 in a row. Here comes the next pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 3, and Johnson struck it out now 5 consecutive batters, and it's going to be Ahlstrom coming back up to the plate.
You expect Johnson just to go head-to-head. This is a matchup you want to see, right? Strength versus strength right now.
Here comes the next pitch by Johnson. Low, ball 1. Johnson with the next pitch. That time was a little high. Two-0 count. Here comes the next pitch by Johnson. Called strike, 2-1 count.
People thinking that was a little high right there is what you hear the complaints right now.
It seemed because the last pitch before that was a little similar, so it's like be consistent with your calls, what they're probably trying to say, but that one's fouled off, evens the count at 2-2. And here comes the 2-2 pitch in the dirt, and now it's a full count. Johnson struck out the last 5 batters he's faced. He's got a full count right here. 2 out, none on. And ball 4, and he got walked. Wanted to get a second opinion. First base umpire said Ahlstrom did not go, so he will go on first base, and it's going to be Norton coming back up once again.
Now, again, we've seen the wheels, right?
Yes, we have.
Does Coach try to do something here from Dunkirk and try to put Ahlstrom, try to get him over to second base? We'll see. You got a lot of speed right here on the mound. Let's see Johnson's move.
Ahlstrom's got a decent lead at first base. Here comes the pitch. Called strike. Looked like it painted the inside corner just enough.
Thought that was a little bit high on that one. But we'll see. Let's see what happens. Remember, they don't have the shift on right now either.
Norton wanting to call time to either get his signal situated or just to settle himself down. Top of the ninth inning, score still tied at 3. And a balk's been called. And to viewers at home that don't know what a balk is, it's when the pitcher's starting to pitch his motion, then he stops. It's an illegal motion, and the runner's awarded a base. There were a few times that the pitchers that have been pitching, it made me think, when was there going to be a balk called? Because it was close quite a few times on both ends.
Coach is asking for it right now. He's saying he went already towards home plate first before he came backwards, is what he's saying. So he made an attempt towards home before he tried coming in off. Once you make the attempt towards home, you got to go.
You got to throw it. If you stop or if you try to do a pickoff on a base, that's a balk. You're awarded a base. And this could be big, too. Now, Alstrom's at second base, and if Norton can get it in the shallow outfield, Alstrom could be heading home.
But does a great job. That was all Alstrom, right? What he does is he tries to actually fake the takeoff right there and does a good job of making it happen.
Pitch low and in the dirt to Norton.
But again, still, you got 2 outs, right? Johnson's got to look at this. I got 2 outs, right? I get the batter right now. I'm out of this inning, too.
Here's the next pitch to Norton. Swing and a miss. It's a 1-2 count. Johnson looking to get out of this half inning. Alstrom looked like it seemed like he was trying to do a fake out once again.
Well, at second base, what you want to do is you want to go deep, right? Look at how he goes deep, right? You want to go deep and then walk into the baseline is what you want to do. And that's exactly what he's doing. So it's kind of that walk into the baseline may look like you're going to take off, but really he's walking back into the baseline.
And that ball swung deep to center field. Let's see where it goes. It is through the gap. And Alstrom's going to head home. Norton's going to second. Dunkirk reclaims the lead 4-3. Top of the ninth. Norton shooting that ball to the moon that Ralph Cramden couldn't even catch.
That was off the wall, man. That was if that got any more air that was out of here, that was a shot right there.
Score 4-3 now in the top of the ninth, 2 outs, and another guy with a powerful bat.
They're going to walk him.
Messina.
They're going to walk him. They're going to walk Messina right here.
And just I saw his expression. He's bummed out.
Hey, listen, he's hitting 667 coming into the game. I get it. I know what coach is doing right here.
It's not a bad maneuver.
No,
it's not a bad move.
Absolutely not a bad move.
It's going to be Marcewicz coming back in the bat. He has a single and a stolen base in relief of Zatorsky. Johnson looking to just get out of this half inning, stop the bleeding, and regroup for the bottom of the ninth. Here's the next pitch. I thought that was painted into the corner, but umpires got the better view. So it's a 1-0 count. Johnson with the next pitch. Checks the runner at second. Here's a throw and a strike, 1-1. Like Alstrom, Norton he's got a couple of steals today. With 2 outs, it wouldn't hurt to try if the timing is right. But Johnson gets his signal, comes set. Ball low, 2-1.
And remember, Dunkirk's done all this with 2 outs.
Ball swung on, and it's a chopper down to Johnson. He couldn't fully handle the ball, and that's going to be an infield single for Marcewicz. So that's his second hit of the game, and it's going to be Lockett coming back in for the Marauders. Runners are now at the bases are juiced, excuse me. Bases are loaded, 2 outs. A good base hit here could drive in 2. Johnson can't afford a walk on this at bat. He's got to get an out here. He gets the sign he wants, and here comes the windup. Swing and a miss, strike one. So 0-1 count in favor of Johnson. Gets the sign he wants. Here comes the next pitch. Hits the dirt, and it's a wild one enough to get a runner home, and the ball's still free. And now there's runners on second and third, and that's a big insurance run right there for Dunkirk. 5-3 to score off that wild pitch. It looked like, from what I saw, Panis did not know where the ball went, but luckily Johnson saw it. If he wouldn't have, that second runner would have gotten home.
Yeah, it went off his shin guard is what it did. It bounced off his shin guard and came right over towards us.
So score now 5-3. 2-1 count, 2 outs, 2 on. Here's the next pitch, and that's low. Low and into the dirt. Makes the count 3-1. Here's the next pitch by Johnson. Hits the dirt.
Another good block right there by Panis. Saves another run. Every block right now saves a run because it's a deep backstop here.
I do stand corrected. That last pitch was ball 3. Here comes the next pitch by Johnson. Called strike 2. Looked like it was a little bit high, but umpire calls strike 2. It's now a full count. Johnson looking to stop the bleeding. Here comes the payoff pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 3. And after 8.5 innings here at Packard Field, Dunkirk now up 5-3. Last shot for Southwestern to try and tie this game.
When it's time to sell your home, start with a visit to howardhanna.com, ranked the #1 real estate site for sellers. A few clicks will show you the sales price you can expect for your home. We can get you the most money in the quickest amount of time because we know where the local buyers are and how to reach them. So if it's time to sell your home, visit howardhanna.com today, and we'll match you with a local Howard Hanna agent to sell your home fast.
I love being home.
At Cairo First Wellness, your health and well-being is our passion. Let us take care of you and your family like one of our own.
Cairo First Wellness Center is dedicated to providing patients long-term relief and teaching them how to continue taking care of themselves. With a blend of different techniques, services, and personalized treatment plans, we'll help you find wellness in a way that's right for you. Between chiropractic care, spinal decompression, nutritional counseling, massage therapy, custom orthotics, and more, your relief is in our hands. If twisting, popping, and cracking intimidate you, our Pro Adjuster restores the same range of motion as a physical adjustment would with gentle, repeated tapping.
Dr. Mo at Cairo First has been taking care of my back needs for the past 4 years. His staff treats you like family. I've had the traction, I've had the massage done, and every time leave here feeling fresh and brand new.
Cairo First Wellness Center, your health and well-being.
And we're about to start the bottom of the ninth here at Packard Field. Dunkirk with 2 runs in the top of the ninth. They're now ahead 5-3, and they're going to keep Korzeniowski in to try and close this game out. Korzeniowski pitching very well in relief of Zatorski. And it's going to be Hendricks leading off the bottom of the ninth for the Trojans.
These guys have now played what's equivalent to 2.5 games at this point against each other, if you think about it, right? Going into their fourth extra inning right now. Just amazing the way these two have played. It's been a great matchup both ways. Just 2 great teams going at it. What a Memorial Day, right? What a game to spotlight on Memorial Day. Both these teams have lived up to it.
And what a time to be alive. As the next pitch by Korzeniowski, swing and a miss, strike 1. Korzeniowski gets a sign he wants. Next pitch on the way. Oh, and that was a beautiful off-speed pitch. Hit that center of the plate beautifully, 0-2. 0-2 pitch. Swung on and fouled back. From what I saw, it did appear Hendricks swung at that a little too early. So it remains 0-2. None on, none out here in the bottom of the ninth. Just like the last game here, this one going to a ninth inning. 0-2 pitch, and that one's high, 1-2. One-two pitch, swung on and popped up to the right side of the field. Is it catchable? Yes, it is. That is caught out there by DeJesus, running from first base to the middle outfield, and it's going to be the first out of the inning, and it's going to be Ricker coming back on for the Trojans to bat. One out here in the bottom of the ninth. 5-3 in favor of the Marauders. Korzeniski's got the sign he wants, and here comes the delivery. Swung on and fouled back. So 0-1 in favor of Korzeniski. Ricker looking to get on base. Here comes the pitch, and that one's high. Evens up the count at 1-1 as Korzeniski gets prepared for his next pitch. That one high and a little outside. 2-1.
Any way on right now, you saw it. They did it with 2 outs, Dunkirk, to make it happen. Same thing can happen the other way.
A 3-1 count in favor of Southwestern here. They got to get a guy on base. They've already got 1 out. Korzeniski needs to get a strike here. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 2. And that's what the doctor ordered for Scott Korzeniski. And now here comes a full count pitch with 1 out here in the bottom of the ninth. Here's the pitch. Ball 4, and Ricker's walked. And now up to bat's going to be Spencer Kane. So 1 on here with 1 out.
So coach is going to come out and talk to his pitcher. Oh, no, he wants everybody. So he wants to talk to his infield here.
Probably like in the beginning of the game. Only 1 on, 1 out. We're up by 2 now. Settle it down.
Tell his pitcher, too, like, listen, throw strikes. Let your defense do what they've got to do at this point, right? You can't do anything with a walk right now defensively, right? What they want to do is try to, right now, make anything happen, but let them put the ball into play so your defense can do what they can do.
Yeah, and if it's a short enough grounder, could be a double play ball. But it's all going to depend right now as Kane is ready to bat. Conference is over by Dunkirk, and Korzeniski is going to move on to the next batter. 1 out, 1 on, bottom of the ninth, 5-3 in favor of the Marauders.
Come on, the way this game was going, you didn't expect it was going to be a 1-2-3 inning, did you?
Oh, no. That's why I didn't get ahead of myself. Here comes the pitch, and here comes a steal attempt, and he's safe. And that ball goes into the outfield, and it's going to be Ricker heading over to third, and he's going to get in there safely.
Okay, now, if I'm coach right now, I'm telling him, that run means nothing. You got to get the out right here, right? Don't worry about the run. They need 2 to score. You got to stop this runner from getting on. Go for the out right here.
Yeah, and should it be a strikeout, that would be a big one. But here comes the next pitch. Swung on and fouled.
That wasn't too far away from us.
No,
on that
no, it
one.
wasn't. I was just saying, if we were doing that bad, one of us would have gotten hit.
Well, I got an umbrella. If I would have saw it like there, that umbrella was coming down to do some protection. So,
well, this isn't Wile E. Coyote with the tiny umbrella and the big layer of bricks coming on him.
Whatever works, as long as it stops it.
That's going to rip through that umbrella.
It slows it down at least.
Doesn't guarantee you're not going to get hit. Here comes the next pitch. Swung on and foul ball.
Saw your life flash before your eyes, Norm?
No. Neither one of us saw our life flash before our eyes. It wasn't even that close. Disclaimer, none of the workers here were injured during the recording of this game. Here comes the next pitch by Korzeniski, swing and a miss. And that's strike 3, and that's a big out number 2 right there for Korzeniski. And so Melquist this is the last chance for Southwestern to extend this game. Run around third, 2 outs. So Korzeniski with that big strike out there. Here comes the pitch. Swung and a foul tip. So 0-1 count in favor of Korzeniski. Score 3-2. Run around third. Ricker pretty much trying to say to to Melquist telepathically, get me home. Swung on and fouled again. 0-2. Korzeniski 1 strike away from putting this game away. Melquist looking to extend the game. Korzeniski wanting to slam the door. Here comes the pitch. Up high, ball 1. 1-2 count. Korzeniski wanting to put the lock on the door. Here comes the pitch, and it's a chopper to short. Oh, and he bobbled it, and the runner's going to be safe. So the run will score, makes it 5-4, and Melquist extends the game, and now it's going to be Jamison Walsh back up to bat. The good news, even though the run came in, the good news is the runner only is at first base, and he's got 2 outs. Walsh looking to extend the game even more. And once again, Korzeniski wanting to shut the door, put the padlock on it, board it up, and barricade it.
Okay, coach is going to do a pinch runner right here, which means he's looking to move a runner into scoring position.
That's not a bad move. Let's see what it's going to be.
Yep, so they're gonna do a pinch runner right here.
And it's going to be Josh Truver, number 15, being the pinch runner in place of Melquist. So I'm predicting the first 2-3 pitches probably going to try and get him to take off.
That's what they're going to do. And remember, we had right here Walsh, who's a pinch hitter in this game, right? Comes out right in that first at bat after he was sitting on the bench, hit one out to the wall over in right center. So, again, had a big play already. You're looking right now to get that runner in scoring position and try to tie this one up.
5-4, bottom of the 9th, 2 outs. Dunkirk 1 out away from beating Southwestern in extras once again. Pitch low and in the dirt, ball 1. I don't got a crystal ball. I'm not a medium. I'm predicting the next pitch or two. They're going to try and possibly get Truver to attempt to try and steal second. Here comes the next pitch, low in the dirt, ball 2. Here comes next pitch by Korzeniski. Low again, ball 3. And there's going to be a conference between Messina and Korzeniski. It's a 3-0 count. 1 ball away from walking Walsh. Korzeniski just needs to get one in the zone. That's it. He can get one in the zone. He can build back up some personal momentum. Walsh is definitely probably going to take this pitch, and that's called strike 3-1. So Korzeniski does get a strike. It's a 3-1 count. Runner on first, 2 outs. Here comes the next pitch. Ball 4, and Walsh is walked. And it's going to be Marshall coming back in. Runners on first and second here, 2 outs. Korzeniski really needs to get Marshall out here to end this game. Marshall gets a base hit. Possible tie game once again.
Wow, what a game. It really has been.
And here comes the next pitch by Korzeniski. Here comes the delivery. Swung on and through the gap. That's going to be a base hit. Truver's getting waved home. And he's going to get in there safely. And once again, tied 5-5. This is looking like Bill Murray on Groundhog Day. The same thing over and over and over again. 5-5, 2 outs. Runners on first and second, and now Panis with an opportunity for a walk-off base hit. Korzensky looking to stop the bleeding. Panis looking for the win. Pitches high and away, ball 1. One 0 count. Here comes the pitch in the dirt. But a good job blocking it by Messina to avoid the runners going to another base. Walsh is on second, and Marshall's on first. Panis looking to lock the door. Ball's up and away. Counts 3-0. One ball away from bases loaded. And if the bases are loaded, they cannot walk Nate Johnson. He'll be up next. Ball 4, Johnson is up to bat, and they have to pitch to him. If he gets walked, game over.
So Coach can't come out and do a visit right now. If he does, he's got to pull him.
Yes,
That's the reason why he's talking to him from the sideline right now.
Johnson, who has struck out, flew out, grounded out, and walked twice. Looking for a walk-off hit right here. Here comes the pitch to him. And that's high, ball 1. Even a walk-off walk is still good. 1-0 count here, 5-5, bottom of the 9th. Here comes the next pitch by Korzensky. Ball 2. 2-0 count. And Johnson doing a great job exercising that patience, waiting for that right one to possibly try to tattoo. 2-0 count. Korzensky looking to end this half inning. Johnson wanting to lock the door. Oh, strike 1. From my view, the pitch looked low, but counts 2-1. Bases juiced. 2 outs. Bottom of the 9th. Tied at 5. Next pitch. Swung on and pop foul. The question is it playable? And no, it's not. Evens the count at 2-2.
This game's been unbelievable. It really has had everything in it. And you thought you knew when both teams played the first time in such a great game that we were going to have another great one here. And it's been exactly that.
2-2 pitch. Bases are jammed. 2 outs. Johnson wanting to go for that W. Here comes the pitch by Korzensky. Swing and a miss, strike 3, and Korzensky's able to extend the game, and we're about to hit inning number 10. Score tied at 5 as Dunkirk will go back to bat once again.
I just got to say is wow, right? We're going to the 10th right now as we take a quick break right here. We'll be back.
This Norm is going to be placed on camera.
Logistics Plus is a global transportation provider headquartered in Erie, PA with locations worldwide including right here in Western New York. Logistics Plus is consistently recognized as a fast-growing transportation and logistics company, great supply chain partner, top freight broker, leading project cargo manager, and a great place to work. With a strong passion for excellence, our 500-plus employees put the plus in logistics. Call our Buffalo office today for an efficient, personal approach for all of your transportation needs.
I love being home.
There's nothing better than owning the perfect house to come home to. You've earned it, and we'll make it happen. Our local real estate experts and in-house team of financial professionals make buying or selling your home simple. Howard Hanna. Home happens here.
I love being home.
And we're about to hit inning number 10 here at Packard Field, right here in Lakewood, New York. Score tied at 5 now. Johnson will remain on the rubber for the Trojans. And I got to pull another reference. We're like a long trailer. When is it going to end? And it's going to be De Jesus leading off for the top of the 10th inning.
But I will say this, right? What it looks good right now for Southwestern is where they are in the lineup, right? They're going to bring 2, 3, 4 up in the lineup as they come up in the bottom of the 10th right here.
And that's going to be big. Here comes the next pitch by Johnson. High and outside, ball 1. Here comes the next pitch, ball 2. 2-0 count, top of the 10th. Next pitch by Johnson. Called strike, 2-1. Here comes the next pitch by Johnson. 3-1 the count.
We got a generator giving us energy now, right? Now I got to start worrying about we got enough gas in that generator at this point.
Here comes the next pitch. Swung on and into shallow center field, and it gets caught. Caught by Melquist for the first out. And it's going to be Schrantz coming back in. Johnson gets his sign. Here comes the toss.
Hit him. Hit him.
A hit by pitch, and Schrantz has been a victim of that today. He's been hit by a couple of balls, whether it was foul or a pitch. But it's going to be Bryson Travis coming back in. Runner on first, 1 out. Runner on first. Next pitch by Johnson. Called strike 1. So 0-1 count. Runner on first. 1 out. Top of the 10th. 5-5 the score. Here comes the next pitch by Johnson. That one was high and a little wide. Schrantz with a little bit of a lead at first, and he's taken off. And here comes the throw to second, and it nearly went into the outfield, but great job with that cutoff catch. Pitch was ruled a ball. Runner on second, 1 out. Travis looking to drive home Schrantz. Here comes the next pitch. And that's a strikeout. Strike 3 called looking. And it's going to be up next. It's going to be Korzensky.
So, no, we got a pinch hitter
coming
coming
pinch hitter. The last 2 available batters are
it's number 28.
Jack Lansky. So Jack Lansky pinch hitting in place of Korzensky.
So that means we're going to see a new pitcher probably here in the bottom of the 10th.
Yes, we will. Most likely. Here comes the pitch by Johnson. And that one's high, but Panis with a great job to catch that.
And that is big. Like that stops a runner from going over to third base, and anything can happen right there. That's a big stop.
Yeah, it is. Johnson checks Schrantz at second. Here comes the pitch. Swung on, and that is to deep center field, deep shallow right, and it's caught by Walsh. And we're about to hit the bottom of the 10th inning here very soon. The score remains tied at 5. Southwestern with another shot to put the game away.
At Cairo First Wellness, your health and well-being is our passion. Let us take care of you and your family like one of our own.
Cairo First Wellness Center is dedicated to providing patients long-term relief and teaching them how to continue taking care of themselves. With a blend of different techniques, services, and personalized treatment plans, we'll help you find wellness in a way that's right for you. Between chiropractic care, spinal decompression, nutritional counseling, massage therapy, custom orthotics, and more, your relief is in our hands. If twisting, popping, and cracking intimidate you, our Pro Adjuster restores the same range of motion as a physical adjustment would with gentle, repeated tapping.
Dr. Mo at Cairo First has been taking care of my back needs for the past 4 years. His staff treats you like family. I've had the traction, I've had the massage done, and every time leave here feeling fresh and brand new.
Cairo First Wellness Center. Your health and well-being. Our passion.
Are you in pain from a no-fault car accident? Don't wait. Call RES Physical Medicine and Rehab today and take advantage of our 24 to 48-hour appointment pledge. One of our medical professionals will see you within 48 hours. RES offers DXD imaging for a more accurate diagnosis in less time. This allows our doctors to coordinate the most effective treatment plan to get you on your way to recovery faster. Feel better with RES Physical Medicine and Rehab. Click or call today to learn more.
And we're about to start the bottom of the 10th inning here at Packard Field. The Dunkirk Marauders are sticking with Korzensky on the mound. And Southwestern with the heart of the lineup they want to have to start the bottom of the 10th. It's going to be Kennedy, Hendricks, Ricker in that order.
So you're allowed a re-entry. So even though he got pitch in for, he could re-enter the game. That's what they've done here.
Last pitch was swung on and fouled. The way Kennedy's swinging, I'm thinking he's wanting to hit a homer and say, let's go home. Got some Gatorade orange wedges. Here comes the next pitch. And that one's high and a little outside.
Two, 3, 4 in the lineup for Southwestern right now.
Next pitch and another ball.
And if Dunkirk can stop them from scoring, Dunkirk goes 1, 2, 3 in the lineup
Yes,
when they
do.
come back.
That would be Alstrom, Norton, and Messina. Next pitch. Ball 4, and Kennedy's going to be walked to start the bottom of the 10th. And it's going to be Hendricks coming up the bat. And with Kennedy on base, got to keep an eye on him to possibly attempting a steal.
So here comes the new pitcher. So they're going to make some moves all over the place right here. He just said he's going to his first baseman's going to go over to third base right now.
Looks like it's going to be Bryson Travis going to be called to the mound. Looks like Korzensky's going to stay in the game. They might put him back on at second.
Yeah, what you've seen here is DeJesus goes over to third, it looks like right now. Like you said, it looks like your second baseman will be Korzensky as he's going to go back to second. And I think Zatorsky is coming back into the game at first base. As remember, he got pinch hit for, so now he's re-entering into the game.
Everybody's getting a turn.
Now, we already talked about, we already know Kennedy's got speed. We've seen him on the football field, right? You've seen him in the quarterback position.
Yeah, we have.
Do not be surprised to see him try to take off right now and get himself into scoring position. And then you've got Norton and Messina right now with shots at it. Also, remember, if you can get him to second base, you take away that shift on Norton that they've been doing too. So a couple things come into play by getting Kennedy over to second base.
It's going to be Dustin Hendricks back up the bat.
Travis on the season's pitched 5.1 innings, and he's got a 0 ERA right now, so hasn't give up a run yet.
But right now, Kennedy on first. He's got a decent lead on it. That's a balk, and that's the right call, too. Travis clearly was going in the pitching motion and then turned, so Kennedy's awarded a base, and that's a big mistake there by Dunkirk. So now both teams each have one balk.
And a balk to put them in the scoring position both times.
A base hit could be a walk-off single right here for Hendricks. Travis just looking to get that first out. Here comes the pitch. And ball one, it was a touch high. Score tied at 5, bottom of the 10th. Kennedy on second with a good lead on it. He's off to a big lead. Here comes the pitch. And that's right there. Right down the middle, strike one.
Using the hook right now, you can see it. He's trying to stick with that. And watch, you're actually going to see right now Messina behind the plate. He's going to the outside of the corner. They're trying to sit on the outside of the plate right now. They're trying to get a ground ball is what they're trying to do, or make them pop up.
Who knows? Maybe it'll be a bunt attempt down the first baseline. Kennedy's got a big lead at first. Here comes the pitch, and it hits him. The question is, though, will Kennedy be awarded that base?
No, he's got to go back. It's a dead ball.
And it's going to be Ricker coming up for Southwestern. Runners on first and second, none out. A chance once again to slam the door. Kennedy getting on via a walk, and Hendricks with a hit by pitch.
Though, I hate to say it, but not still a bad thing because you're still forcing right now a force play is what you're doing. So you still got to look at this as not bad. You still got a force on the lead runner right now. And right now you've got Ricker who started this whole thing with a walk in the last inning to tie it up.
Kennedy off to a big lead at second. Here comes the pitch. And that's high and outside, ball one. Hendricks off to a decent lead at first, Kennedy at second. Travis gets a sign. He tries to pick off Kennedy again. Oh, that hit in the grass. If that would have been a little bit more forceful, that would have gone a little deeper, and Kennedy would have been taken off.
Well, he got a glove on it, too, that knocked it down, so good job by him by getting a glove on that so it couldn't go deep into the outfield.
Runners at first and second, none out. Kennedy off to a decent lead at second. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. Spencer Kane is on deck once the at-bat with Ricker's complete. Travis looking to get the first out of the bottom of the 10th. Here comes the pitch. Pitch was a little bit wide. Call the ball. 2 balls and 1 strike to count. Kennedy off to a good lead at second. Hendricks with a small one at first. Here comes a swing, and that's in the shallow outfield, and caught! What a catch!
Look at this double
and
play!
It's going to be a double play. Oh, my goodness. What a diving catch there by Mike Norton, and it turns into a double play. Kennedy turned on the Jets, and it backfired on him. Wow. And it's going to be Spencer Kane back up the bat.
And what it does is it gives him a chance to settle in a little bit into the game, right?
1 on, 2 outs. Here's the pitch. And it's down the third base line and recovered by pitcher. And here comes a throw, and he's out. And we're going to hit inning number 11 here at Packard Park. The score still tied at 5. And Dunkirk about ready to get back up to bat once again.
When it's time to sell your home, start with a visit to howardhanna.com, ranked the #1 real estate site for sellers. A few clicks will show you the sales price you can expect for your home. We can get you the most money in the quickest amount of time because we know where the local buyers are and how to reach them. So if it's time to sell your home, visit howardhanna.com today, and we'll match you with a local Howard Hanna agent to sell your home fast.
I love being home.
At Cairo First Wellness, your health and well-being is our passion. Let us take care of you and your family like one of our own.
Cairo First Wellness Center is dedicated to providing patients long-term relief and teaching them how to continue taking care of themselves. With a blend of different techniques, services, and personalized treatment plans, we'll help you find wellness in a way that's right for you. Between chiropractic care, spinal decompression, nutritional counseling, massage therapy, custom orthotics, and more, your relief is in our hands. If twisting, popping, and cracking intimidate you, our Pro Adjuster restores the same range of motion as a physical adjustment would with gentle, repeated tapping.
Dr. Mo at Cairo First has been taking care of my back needs for the past 4 years. His staff treats you like family. I've had the traction, I've had the massage done, and every time leave here feeling fresh and brand new.
Cairo First Wellness Center. Your health and well-being. Our passion.
And we're about to start inning number 11 here at Packard Park, and it's going to be Ahlstrom for the top of the lineup for Dunkirk to lead off this inning as Johnson remains on the rubber for Southwestern.
Unbelievable. Right when you thought Southwestern had everything momentum-wise in their favor that inning, big double play.
And last pitch was called a strike, so it counts even at 1. Here comes the next pitch by Johnson. And it's called a ball, 2-1. Here's the windup by Johnson. Swung on and popped up to the shallow infield. Is it going to be in play? Looks like it's not going to. It hits off the rail, but the catch wouldn't count. This isn't arena ball, so. So it's going to be 2-2.
Right now, this is the inning you got to see that Dunkirk's got to capitalize on, right? Here's the top of your lineup right now.
If Ahlstrom can get on base, this will be a big momentum for Dunkirk, and the pitch was high. Here comes the next pitch by Johnson. Swung on and goes through his legs. That's going to be a base hit. And so once again, Ahlstrom is on base, and Norton is coming back up once again. Norton, who had that 2 RBI double, which was nearly gone, had the ballpark been a little bit shorter.
Ahlstrom does a good job of sitting back on that off-speed pitch, waiting on it, and then putting the ball into play. Right? Put the ball into play and make something happen. It's what we've talked about a few times today, giving himself to get on base and try to move himself over to second because you expect him to go at one point.
Yeah, the main rule of thumb for those speedsters that play baseball, keep the ball on the ground as Ahlstrom takes off again, and he's going to be safe. Kennedy was trying to claim that Ahlstrom was off, but his hand was on the corner of the bag, so Ahlstrom is safe, and I believe that's his 3rd steal of the game.
So Ahlstrom now in scoring position, right?
So it's a 1-0 count. Norton, who capitalized with a runner on scoring position his last at-bat. Let's see if Norton can repeat that performance in this at-bat as Johnson throws the pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 1. Here's the next pitch, and that's low. 2-1. Johnson waiting for that right signal that he wants to throw, and he's got what he wants.
Waited a little too long. Norton calls timeout.
Johnson waiting for that signal that he wants, and he's got it. Here comes the next pitch. Swung on, and that is to shallow center field. Is it going to drop? Did he catch that?
No, he dropped it.
No, they're going to rule they trapped it. And
it went behind him. It actually went behind
third.
him. The ball got underneath his glove on the hop. It went behind him.
Yeah, from where you're sitting, you would have had a better view. From my view, it looked like he trapped it on the grass.
It did, but then it went behind him. You see, he had to go back and get it.
And now, runners at the corners, none out, and it's going to be Messina. What do they? I don't know if they want to walk him again and load the bases with none out, but it could also be a force out at any base situation.
And it could call the force at home is what it could do. So you're going to have the corners come in, try to stop the run. Middle's going to stay back and try to get the double play.
Messina, though, can crack the ball. First pitch is up and away, ball and one. Here comes the next pitch by Johnson. And strike one, paints the corner.
So watch, you saw on that play, it looked like, I'll tell you, I won't be surprised to see Norton go. You saw the second baseman come up. It looked like they were going to do that cut play and give him second base.
And here's a smack down to second base. Tag one, there comes a double play, but the run will score. So Dunkirk does reclaim the lead, 6-5, in spite of the double play. It's going to be, let's see if it's going to be, yep, Zatorsky will be back up to bat.
That was a shot, though. A great piece of hitting by their Messina. Just their double play depth, and he's right over near the bag to be able to make that play.
What matters, though, is they do get a run on the board, and they do have a one-run lead here, 6-5, in the top of the 11th inning. Johnson will just look to get out of this half inning. Here comes his pitch to Zatorsky. That almost looked like they was going to hit him in the arm. We've seen quite a few hit-by pitches today. Johnson waiting for that right side, and he gets it. Here's the wind-up in the pitch, and that's going to be popped up into the infield. Let's see who calls for the ball. Kennedy's calling for it, and it falls. That's going to be a base hit. Looked like Kennedy may have lost it in the sun. That sun's been shining bright today, and it's going to be Lockett coming back up the bat for the Marauders. One on, two out, top of the 11th. Dunkirk back ahead again, 6-5. Here comes the next pitch by Johnson. That's high and inside, ball one. Here comes the next pitch by Johnson, and it's swung on. It's a shallow center, and that's going to drop. That's a base hit. And Zatorsky's going to try and go for third, and he's going to get there safely. So now runners at the corners, two outs, and DeJesus is coming back up the bat. And Dunkirk once again with a chance for an insurance run. Last time they had a two-run lead, Southwestern counterattacked and extended the game.
That was all the way back in the 9th inning. We're in the 11th. That's not a misprint right there, everybody. We are in the 11th.
There's no typo, ladies and gentlemen, that are viewing it from wherever you are. We always appreciate the viewership. Here comes the next pitch, and that's a ball. DeJesus with a chance to at least get Zatorsky home. Johnson's got the sign he wants. Here's the throw. And high and away, ball two. And here comes the next pitch. Ball three. So 3-0 count. If DeJesus gets walked, the bases are going to be jam-packed again. And Schrantz is on deck should that occur. Here comes the next pitch. Ball four, and DeJesus will be walked on 4 pitches. The bases are jammed up once again, and Tanner Schrantz is getting ready to come up to bat. A chance to possibly crack this wide open should it be a good base hit.
Right now, Nate Johnson's sitting at 87 pitches
Wow.
himself.
Let's see what they're going to do here. They do got, and I believe they are going to have a pitching change. And from the coach's indication, looks like it could be Walsh pitching. He pointed directly towards him, unless it's just a position switch. And it's going to be Walsh pitching. Bases are loaded, 2 outs, and there's going to be 3 inherited runners for Walsh to have to get out of. And Johnson's going to go back to shortstop.
If you remember, we talked about if they could get out of the 10th inning, if Dunkirk could get out of the 10th inning, what would happen? They had the top of the lineup coming up, right? It was their time to make something happen, and that's exactly what happened right here in the top of the 11th. But still trying to get more on as we got bases loaded right now, as Walsh is going to come in with bases loaded right here to pitch.
Wow, what a game. And you're also talking about, because we're pushing about nearly 4 hours since the first pitch, and that generator going for up to 5. It could, hopefully it won't be like the fiasco where the fans in 69 are watching the Monday Night Football game and it turned to Heidi.
And remember, we still got to have Southwestern get up in this. This is
they got
far
last
from
ups.
over, right? They still get up one more time.
And they've taken advantage of it twice. Dunkirk had leads in the 7th and 9th innings, but Southwestern came back and tied it up. It's been very even strength, as once again it will be Schrantz batting for the Marauders once Walsh is done with his warm-up pitches. Bases are jammed, 2 outs, and Schrantz with a chance to add another run or two to the lead. Panis maybe giving Walsh a couple words of encouragement before going behind home plate again.
Actually, he's probably making sure they're both on the same signs, make sure the signs are correct, that they both know the correct signs that are about to get called.
Walsh has the one he wants. Here comes the delivery. And a little low and wide to the right, ball 1. And here comes the next pitch. And Johnson is actually on third base now as Walsh throws his next pitch. And that's right down Broadway, strike 1. So 1-1 the count as Walsh gets prepared to throw his next pitch. Here's the windup and the delivery. Ball 2.
Panis framing that one. He wanted that one right there.
Doing frame jobs that Bob Ross would be proud of. A 2-1 pitch here with Walsh getting ready to throw his next one. Gets the sign he wants, and here comes his delivery. Swung on and foul back, 2-2. Walsh looking to get the Trojans out of this inning and stop the bleeding. Schrantz with a chance to add another run or two to the lead. Walsh looking to end this half inning. Here is his pitch. In the dirt, and it's going to be Zatorsky heading home, and he gets in there safely. So a 2-run lead once again for the Marauders off the wild pitch, 7-5 here in the top of the 11th. We've seen quite a few of those today from both teams, as we see some of the sand kick up in the sky like if it were the Dust Bowl. So it's going to be a 2-2 count, I believe, from the umpire's indication. Count even at 2-2. 2 outs, so a triple deuce as Walsh throws his next pitch. In the dirt once again, but a great job. Oh, I beg your pardon, it was a full count. Schrantz gets walked, but a great job there by Panis to block the ball, and it's going to be Travis coming back into the game to bat for Dunkirk. And once again, the bases are juiced up. 2 outs, top of the 11th. 2-run lead for the Marauders. And here comes Walsh's next pitch. And it paints that inside corner, strike 1.
You can see when we get into these late innings like this, both coaches wanting pitches. I can't believe what pitch is called.
And that one in the dirt, but Panis with a nice block.
Just shows you how much meaning this game really has right here.
You did also say earlier if Dunkirk beats Southwestern, it's a 2-game lead for them in the conference.
Yep.
Walsh looking to just get out of this top of the 11th inning as he throws his next pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 2.
Call timeout. Coach called timeout. Coach Dakota calls timeout, calls his batter over. We had full energy right now, I will tell everybody. We had full power on this thing. As you guys know, I was even making sure we had extra charge on this iPad. Running at 3.5 hours right now, or 3 hours and 36 minutes at this point. We are getting low. I'm not going to lie right here.
Hopefully there's a plug-in to preserve the battery life. If not, everybody, let's pray. Well, here comes the next pitch by Walsh. Swung on and foul tipped. Hits the netting, and it remains 2 strikes. Walsh looking to get out of the 11th inning. Bases are left loaded. 2 of the runners are in, forces out at third, and that's the end of the top of the 11th. Dunkirk back ahead 7-5. Once again, last chance for Southwestern to try to at least tie this game and probably go to inning number 12.
When it's time to sell your home, start with a visit to howardhanna.com, ranked the #1 real estate site for sellers. A few clicks will show you the sales price you can expect for your home. We can get you the most money in the quickest amount of time because we know where the local buyers are and how to reach them. So if it's time to sell your home, visit howardhanna.com today, and we'll match you with a local Howard Hanna agent to sell your home fast.
I love being home.
Logistics Plus is a global transportation provider headquartered in Erie, PA with locations worldwide including right here in Western New York. Logistics Plus is consistently recognized as a fast-growing transportation and logistics company, great supply chain partner, top freight broker, leading project cargo manager, and a great place to work. With a strong passion for excellence, our 500-plus employees put the plus in logistics. Call our Buffalo office today for an efficient, personal approach for all of your transportation needs.
And we're about to hit the bottom of the 11th inning here at Packard Park. Dunkirk back up by 2, 7-5. Travis with the opportunity to slam the door shut, and it's going to be the middle lineup right here for Southwestern. 2 runs once again by Dunkirk. A turn lead once again. They had one going into the bottom of the 9th inning, but Southwestern did respond. Let's see if they can do it again.
But been everything you've asked for on a Memorial Day, right?
Yes, it has.
You know, a lot of people with the day off, you're getting a chance. We got a great crowd right here. You see them all the way up the sidelines, right? We see them all the way over there near the Dunkirk dugout. There's people here that we can't see over on this side of the dugout. Just unbelievable day, gorgeous day. Hope you're getting a chance to enjoy this Memorial Day.
And the order is going to be Melquist, Walsh, and Marshall. So 7-5 the score. And it's the bottom of the 11th inning. So Dunkirk talking.
It's green right now.
Melquist leading off the bottom of the 11th as Travis gets ready to throw his next pitch. Down Broadway, strike one. And here comes the next pitch. And here's the windup by Travis. Swung on and popped up high into the infield, and it's going to go out of play.
Travis pitches a lot like he even plays in the field, right? Very methodical about takes his time, no rushing. You can see he kind of plays third, very similar to what he does on the mound.
So 0-2 the count in favor of Travis. Getting the first out here in the first batter in this bottom half inning would be very beneficial as he throws his next pitch. And that's high, ball one. So 1-2 count. None on, none out here in the bottom of the 11th. Here comes the next pitch. And that's in the dirt. Evens the count at 2. So 2-2 count, score 7-5 in favor of Dunkirk. And here comes Travis's next pitch. Ball 3, full count.
Messina wanted that one. He was looking to throw that one down to third base.
Full count. Here comes Travis with the payoff pitch. Ball 4. And Melquist is going to get walked, and Walsh will come up to bat. The last time he was on base, they did throw in a pinch runner.
Remember, you need 2 right now. So I don't know if I'm worried about that right now, pinch running for him, because really the runner that's coming up is the runner that has the meaning.
Walsh at bat right now for Southwestern as Travis gets ready to throw his next pitch. And down the middle of the plate, strike one. Travis gets the sign he wants, and here comes the next pitch. Checks the runner at first. An 0-2 count. The pitch painted the inside corner.
He didn't like that one. He thought that was high. Walsh definitely thought it was high, which is why you see him shaking his head right there.
Count 0-2, runner on first, none out. Here comes the next pitch by Travis. Swing and a miss, strike 3. And a big first out there for Dunkirk. 1 on, 1 out, and it's going to be Marshall up the bat. Travis waiting for the sign he wants, and he's got what he wants to throw. Checks the runner at first. And here's the pitch. Swung on and fouled into the trees. 0-1.
Right now, Travis has got it. Right now, all he's focusing on are these 2 batters, right? You want to keep them off the base pass because those are the runs that can tie it up.
Travis got a sign, checks the runner once again, and here comes his next pitch. High and away, it almost looked like it was a pitch out attempt. So it's a 1-1 count, runner on first. 1 out. And here comes the pitch. Swung on into left field and caught.
No, safe. No, try, but he's got to throw it a second.
He's got to throw. And that's a big second out right there, so that is a blessing in disguise. He thought he caught it. The runner on first thought it was an out. Melquist thought it was out, but it was ruled safe. But the force out at second, so they do get an out of it either way. So it is a win-win in spite of that falling on the ground.
Wow, he's been big out in left field. This is now twice he's come up with big plays right there, but he didn't realize the runner didn't go, and he was more wanting to complain that he caught it in the air.
I think the infielders were saying, throw it to second, throw it to second.
Oh, yeah.
And then Panis, the possible last opportunity for Southwestern. Here comes the pitch, and, up high, ball one.
This is big right now, too, for Dunkirk, because you do not want the top of this order getting back up for Southwestern, because, again, the same thing that you did with the top of your order, they can do.
And they took advantage of it in the bottom of the ninth inning when it was 5-3. Here comes next pitch. Did he go around the plate?
Wow, said he didn't go.
For check swings, it's called a strike. If memory serves me right, it's if you go over the top of the plate.
Yeah, you got to cross the plate, the plane of the plate, the plane of it.
Yeah, that's what I mean. I just said it differently. But it's determined he did not go, and Travis getting ready for his next pitch. And that one's in the dirt, but a nice block there by Messina. Both these catchers dealing with some pretty wild pitches throughout this game.
Yes, both and again, your both catchers have gone, 11 innings here too.
With some of the throws, you wonder if their arms are beginning to feel like Jell-O. So Marshall on first, 2 outs. Travis getting ready for his next pitch. And here comes the delivery. And Panis is going to be walked, and Johnson is back up the bat once again. Struck out in his last at-bat. It's going to be Johnson, and should he get on base, it'll be Kennedy next. So 2 outs, 2 on. Bottom of the 11th inning, Travis looking to nail the door shut. Travis checks the runner at second, and here comes his first pitch. And that's called a strike. So 0-1 the count. Johnson still looking for his first hit of the game. Also had a real good showing today pitching, too. Here comes Travis's next pitch. Swung on down to third base line, and he's going to force it out at third, and that's the ball game. Dunkirk wins it in 11 innings. The final score, 7-5, and now they've got a 2-game lead over Southwestern in the conference. What a game overall. Wow.
Unbelievable, right? We've seen pitching. We saw key hitting. We saw key steals. We saw a lot of things happen. Great game by both teams, though, no doubt about it. This was one I'm so glad that we came down for. Thank you so much for joining us here, Western New York.
Yes, and on behalf of WNY Flex and from the Level 300 Media Company, along with Tom Prince, I'm Norm Rodriguez saying you've been watching this matchup between the Southwestern Trojans and Dunkirk Marauders right here on WNY Athletics. Until next time.